Hey everybody, welcome back. It's me Z, your SzePlays, your Fox Guardian. I play RPGs, TCGs while being cozy as can be. This February we are still following on with our Automathon for all of our live streams, and we're going to be playing Cupid Parasite. So, we are going to pick up where we left off and see just how red these flags can get. So, oh hey Whitney, hi, how you doing? Otome and more, it looks like you found my new emotes. Thank you. What do you guys think? A few days later. Alright, that's enough preparation. Ooh. I loaded all the necessary data onto my laptop, checking the time. I stood up from my desk. Today, I'll be having a special meeting with the Parasite 5. Uh-oh. Is that gonna help? So far, I've introduced loads of women to them, but... Alright.
では私が代理でお会いして。え？本人がいいんですか？すみません。それは難しいようです。ああ、彼女とは前に神話討論会で会ったことがあるよ。でも俺の考察と解釈を話したらすごい怒らせちゃってビンタされたんだよね。趣味が合わないみたい。403D4D
他人に恋してたら会ってもいいよ。
I mean, he's a succubus, so do we... I don't want to say he gets a pass. He's as red as they come. As you can see, these are some prime examples of my inability to get any of them dates with a single woman. Her profile said she likes mythology, so I thought she'd be a good match for Raoul. I had no idea they'd met already. Then again, even if they both share a love of mythology, everyone still has their own quirks. After all, her company did develop the Cupid system to help people find a compatible partner. Guess you don't always get what you want. But all of our other members are doing just fine. I'd hope they'd at least meet up. I begged them to at least meet with some of our other members, but all I got were excuses, excuses, excuses. Cupid Corp system can't function like this. Still, I can't just let things go on like this. It's up to me to help them understand what they need to fix and teach them how to interact with women. So I've decided to hold a workshop. The instructor's name is Miss Tenor. She's known for her romantic guides, and sometimes we bring her in to speak here at Cupid Corp. I set aside an hour for the Parasite 5 today. Hopefully this will help them get the point. I talked with Mr. Snail and Raoul's agent, and we decided that although he has no interest in getting married, he could still join the workshop. However, I have to get approval from his agent before he can even go on a date with someone. Still, if he can make the most of it and find true love, maybe he'll start hearing wedding bells. Then he can drop the act and find true happiness. As the real deal Cupid, I want to spread love to as many people as I can. I'll help them find true and wonderful love. And then they can get hitched. Gee. Aw, gee. When it's got the side profile, it's kind of cute, but when it's looking at you head on and stuff, it's like... Alright, everyone, it's time for today's workshop. Once I got to the workshop suite, I looked around at everyone. Oh? Alan's phone won't stop ringing. Excuse me, Alan, but your phone is ringing.
ああ、ごめん。無視してくれていいよ。
Ryuku had brought in a humidifier and was setting it up.
空調ほんと最悪。
And of course, Monsieur Essen was absent. Instead, Owen was there as his representative. Royal wouldn't stop talking Gil's ear off about his precious myths.
それで俺が思うにエジプト神話で描かれているこのエピソードと日本神話との相違点は実はむしろ共通点で。
ああ、うん、なるほど、なるほど。
Gil was brushing off Ruzel's insights in favor of staring at me with shining eyes.
特別セミナーを開いてくれるなんてすごいね。君も丁寧に何度も面談してくれるし、こんな面倒見いいの初めてで驚いたよ。
Well, you got yourself blacklisted by every other advisor because you kept refusing meetings. Gil was pretty much abandoned at that point. I suppose this is all brand new to him. Advisors are always supposed to assist members when there's trouble. I'd like to suggest compatible members and even call inactive members in for interviews, but this gathering was compulsory. Because really, these guys won't make any progress otherwise. Ooh. Gil seems to be motivated, thank goodness. If he's at least willing to cooperate, then I think I'll survive this. The mood in the room wasn't the best for a workshop, but the instructor was already waiting. I had to get things started. Miss Tenor, you can come in now.
はーい、恋愛レッスンはテイナーにお任せ。皆さん、今日講師を務めさせていただくテイナーです。よろしくね。
はい、よろしくお願いします。
よろしく。
よろしくお願いいたします。
990000。
I grabbed my phone and looked up exactly what kind of color number 990000 might be. Just a shade of crimson. Dark, but still a pretty color. If this is his impression of Miss Tenor, I thought maybe he'll pay attention. Then I remembered that the whole point of this workshop. I can't let him judge a book by its cover. He needs to learn to look deeper. You know, I don't remember Miss Tenor looking like this. She seems different than usual. But now's not the time for that. Okay, everyone. Miss Tenor's considered a true love professional, so she's going to give you a few tips and tricks when it comes to romance. Today, we're going to talk about how to approach women, as well as some things to watch out for. We'll also go over some practical advice. Got it?
はい。
あの人なんだかネプチューンと似てる気がする。
Neptune? You mean like one of the 12 Olympians? But he's a guy, right?
通説ではね。でも俺は知ってるんだ。特別に教えてあげるよ。実は俺、ネプチューンを見たことがあってさ。
はいはい、そこおしゃべりしない。女性が目の前にいるのに無視していたら実る恋も実らないわ。さあ、講義を始めるわよ。つまり女心というものは複雑で移り気で。
I listened to Miss Tenor's lecture as I overlooked the rest. Pretty impressed that Owen is even taking notes, though I'm sure it's just for Monsieur Essen. How about everyone else? Hey, stop beautifying during the lecture. I heard someone opening a package, and when I looked over, I saw Ryuku putting on a face pack.
うわ、びっくりした。それ薄暗い中で見ると怖いよ。
話は聞いてるから続けて。
オッケー。美容は大切だものね。 であるからに女性には気分というものがあり、前に話したことが今も適用されるとは限らず。
おっと失礼。
なので相手に期待をするのはやめ、また尽くすつもりで話を聞き、否定はせずに自分の話ばかりするのは極力避け。
はい、君か。どう
Is he really out here getting a date?
ごめんね。ちょっと仕事の電話で。
That was so obviously a girl.
また女性をエスコートするときはなるべくゆっくりとうなずく、さりげなく足元を気遣うなど、その上で
へえ、ロサンヨーク TV で神話番組が復活するんだ。あれ結構とんでも理論で好きなんだよね。
例えばパ
VTubers
ーティーで女性と話すときは
just glitching it out and they don't know
ま
why.
ず相手の趣味や好きなことをそれとなく聞き出すこと。かといって待ちの姿勢はダメよ。なるべく。
そういえば君に言ってなかったよね。実は俺今は6番街に住んでて。
というわけで8割相槌を打ち、2割ぐらい自分の話をすること。でも相手の子が会話に乗ってこなければ、その場合は
ごめん、また。
今日の落書きうまくいった。
それ誰？
もちろん月の女神ダイアナさ。
加湿器の水がなくなった。ほんと乾燥
Is
してる
he
よ
a
ね、こ
mermaid
こ。
drying out? Really? Everyone, come on, please pay attention. Miss Tenor is speaking.
聞いてる聞いてる。
Mm-hmm. Well, ears on my butt. You're clearly not. I can see you messing around on your phone.
Gee?
Miss Tenor is here today specifically to help you stop being so rude. If you ever want a chance at dating and getting married, you need to listen.
はいはいはいはい、大丈夫よ、トップブライダルアドバイザーさん。男の子はでもそうね、こんなにも異性の話して食いつかない子たちは初めてよ。あなたたち落としたい女の子はいないの？
俺はい
ない。
いないかな。
俺も特には。
私は代理ですので。
Wonder if he's actually the married one. Well, even if you don't have anyone in mind right now, listening to this lecture in case you ever meet someone at the party later, for example.
パーティー？
I already texted everyone, but yes, party. There is a matchmaking party after this, and it is mandatory.
そうなの？
I sent you multiple messages. I even got your agent's permission.
へえ、そうなんだ。
Why does he act like it doesn't concern him? Anyway, before I let you meet our female members later, I need to make sure you actually know how to talk to them.
わざわざ教えてもらわなくても、女の落とし方なら俺が教えてやるよ。
Uh-huh. What? No, that's not what I'm talking about. You just need to learn how to hold a conversation. I want to trust you at the party later.
いいから、俺に任せて。
Uh-huh. Alan is known as the thieving parasite, so I was suspicious as soon as I saw him starting to walk towards me. Suddenly, his face was only inches away from mine. I got the sense he was about to start lecturing the class himself.
まずはさ、 女の子と男は距離感が大切なんだよ。
He said that with a gentle whisper and brushed his fingertips across a few strands of my hair. Is he putting his techniques into practice? He was trying it on me, of all people. I tried to speak up, but he stopped me before I could protest.
先生、彼らに教えてあげたいんでしょ。協力して。
When you say go with you, do you mean...
いいわいいわ、続けて。とっても勉強になりそう。
You are no help.
あーこの稽古お手本見せてくれるんだ。助かる。
Tenor, help me out here. Raul really thinks this is part of the workshop. Before I could say anything, he placed his hand under my chin and raised my face up. We were close, as intimate as two lovers about to kiss. Alan looked deep into my eyes.
ステップ1。まず目と目を
Okay, that
合わ
voice
せ
actor
る。
is really
こう
hot
いう時は
sounding.
自信をたっぷりに。
Alan's smile revealed his perfectly white teeth. He traced his thumb across my lower lip.
綺麗だよ、アワハリ。君の濡れたその眼差しに溺れそうだ。
I know I'm beautiful, thank you very much. Okay.
ステップ2。甘い言葉をささやいたら、次はどこまで触れていいのかのチェック。手か、腰か、それともそれ以上か。ね。手が OK なら次は肩、その次は腰だ。
In exactly that order, Alan touched my hand, my shoulder, then my hips. His hand slid smoothly across my body. What the heck is happening right now? Is this how he thinks you get with a girl?
ステップ3。触っても平気そうな女の子なら、こうしてあげるんだ。
Alan laughed softly, then gently kissed my ear. His warm breath tickled, giving me goosebumps.
内緒話をするふりして耳にキスしてあげて、そして
Without warning, his hand brushed against my thigh. It was cold to the touch, and I nearly cried out.
いい反応。こういう感じだったら、あとはもうキスを
God,
す
do
る。
not follow this advice. This is not good advice. Alan began to close his eyes. His hand slid from my ear to my cheek, and his face inched closer to mine. Do we hit him? Oh, we don't have to. Just as I was about to push Alan away, it was Gil who brought the action to a halt. He rushed in between me and Alan, then kept going and crashed into the desk.
すごいよギル。まるで全知全能の神ゼウスみたいだったよ。ああ、英語名だとジュピターね。
Gil, are you okay?
君のキス守れてよかったよ。
Dies. Gil, are you alright? Alan, you took that way too far.
俺はただ女の子の口説き方を実践してみただけ
You
だ
need to go talk to Dante from Date Everything. All you demonstrated was how to go after a one-night stand.
そこから始まる恋もあるでしょ。ねえ、みんなどうだった？
Alan turned to the others with a big grin on his face. However, Omo was focused entirely on typing something into his laptop. Ryuka was neck deep into some kind of skincare routine.
ラウルはどうだっ
そうだな。ギルのあのフォームでの走りは古代ギリシャでは認められなかったからね。そもそも短距離走とは昔は神に捧げられるもので。
た？いや、そこじゃなくて、俺の実演はどうだったかなって。
実演？ごめん、途中から意識飛んでて。なんだっけ、ヴィーナスの美しさについてだっけ？
彼が走るところしか見えてなかったみたいね。
Huh? I really do wonder if any of them actually want to get married. Even ignoring Raoul's special circumstances, I don't think any of them are serious about any of this. Maybe it's better that I didn't pay attention to Alan's demonstration. Oh, maybe it's better that they didn't pay attention to Alan's demonstration. Well then, do you remember Miss Tenner's lesson on how to talk to girls when you first meet Raoul, Ryuki? I specifically pointed at the two who were least likely to have been listening. They turned to each other and tilted their heads in confusion.
一緒にパンクラチオンをするとか？
肌の手入れとか？
I can tell you weren't listening at all.
俺は聞いてたよ。確か8対2で喋って相手の話を聞いてあげるだよね。
Good job, Gil.
まあね、俺もずっと気になってたから。
Liar. Gil might be okay, but I don't feel great about the others. I'm getting kind of nervous about that matchmaking party. Checking the time, I realized that the party was fast approaching.
あら、もしかしてもう時間かしら。
Yes, and you're no help. Yes, I'm afraid so. I'm so sorry about this, especially after asking you to come all this way.
あら、気にしないで。初回なんてこんなもんよ。むしろ出ていかなかったことを評価してあげなきゃ。
I guess that's true. Knowing them, that's definitely something they could have tried. So since they're still here, maybe they do have some desire to get married. Still, it's hard to say if they were actually paying attention. Can't tell if it's glitching because of my camera or something.
やっぱり実践の方が向いていそうね。
As far as I can tell, they're better suited to practice over theory. I looked around the room and gave one final nod. Miss Turner turned on the lights, and the curtains opened automatically.
ということで、今日は全員への宿題。
Hi! Nice to
恋してい
meet
る相
you!
手だと思って練習がてら彼女にメールを送ること。
How are you doing, Yukiana? It is Yukiana, right? 19? Me?
ええ、相手がいなくちゃメールは上達しないわ。
I completely missed everything. Oh, I'm doing good, Yuki. So this is a February Automathon. My name's SzePlays. I do RPGs, TCGs, and love being cozy as can be. And I thought about for February it might be fun to play some Otome games I never really finished playing when I was off camera. So I hope you like it. I stream every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thursday, Fridays, and Sundays are usually at 6 p.m. and Saturdays are at 8 a.m. And tomorrow we're going to be doing our second video of Jack Jean. And I've been doing pretty good. I don't know, it's kind of rainy and I just get so sleepy when it's rainy, unfortunately. Oh, that's cool. What do you stream, Yuki? Well, she's got a point.
でもみんな本気で口説くつもりで書きなさい。アドバイザーさんだからと油断しちゃダメよ。メールは場数を踏まないと進歩しないから。
That's true. Whether it's love, academics, or sports, practicing over and over again is important to improve.
勉強だから好きなキャラクターを思い浮かべながら書くのでもいいわ。ただ名前部分だけちゃんと彼女に変えてね。じゃあねボーイズ、頑張って恋できるといいわね。
Thank you, Miss Tenner. that's cool. No, I love video games. I love visual novels and Otome games. Next year, I want to do a lot better with the Otomathon if I do it again. Where I want, because I'm also on YouTube. So at the top of the screen, you can see all of my socials. And typically, my Instagram, I usually just do good morning and good night posts. But I want to do long forms on my YouTube channel and do like Cafe Enchanté, Charade Maniacs, and just a bunch of other ones. Are you playing any Otomes on your channel right now? Stanner gave a wave as she left the workshop. Sweet. Phew. After she was gone, I let out a heavy sigh, but there was no time for rest. The matchmaking party was happening immediately afterwards. I'm still worried about this whole thing, but being scared won't accomplish anything. I'm sure once they meet the girls, they'll find some motivation. Okay, time to put everything in motion. Everyone, let's go. We need to put everything we learned to work. Let's head to the party room on the first floor. Time for some matchmaking. When we arrived, I saw that there were already tons of attendees waiting for us. So yes, it's called Arcana Famiglia. It's like Italian mafia fantasy, Otome game. Oh, cool. I've never heard of that one. I'll have to look into that one. I've been trying to, I haven't had much luck on my Sunday streams, but I've been trying to get into Pio Fiore Faded Memories. Because I know that one's also an Italian mafia. Oh, nice. I'll have to check it out. Thank you for the recommendation, Yuki. See, when we arrived, I saw that there were already tons of attendees waiting for us. This matchmaking party is an event hosted by the Cupid Corporation in order to bring men and women together. All of you need to try and approach our female members during the party. Got it?
Hi.
Do they really, though? Ryuko was already looking at nothing. Alan was gazing at everyone like they were pieces of meat. Monsieur Essen wasn't even there. Right? We gotta help out our Otome buddies. So at the end of February, though, I'll probably put the Otomes aside, and I'll be finishing up some other games that I put on hold for this. So on Saturdays, typically, I stream Monarch, which we are getting close to finishing. I think I've got a few more streams of that. If you've ever played Monarch, it's an RPG, dark. It's kind of like a dark RPG. It's on Steam and Switch and PS4. I love it. It's one of my favorites. And then we're doing a mono grass challenge for Legends ZA, and we have a bunch of rules and stuff that we're following on that. But that's a later thing. We'll do that one later. But I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'll definitely look into that. Owen, I assume Mr. Essens won't be joining us?
ええ、今日も代理で出席するよう承っております。
Great, another proxy meeting. I guess that's what he's used to in his culture, but still. We're in Lost York, the city of fashionable people having fashionable fun, and those same people come to Cupid Corp to live out a fairy tale romance. You can't get that experience through a proxy. Oh yeah, totally post your channel. I'll check it out. Sounds like so much fun. But Mr. Essen seems to want to get married. I suppose I'll respect his wishes. Alright, take a seat, everyone. The ladies will come up to you in turns, so be sure to spend some time with each of them.
へえ、女の子の方から来てくれるの?
Over there, you can have a quick, casual chat like a buffet. Over here is for members that might be a little more reserved. of these guys can handle an all-you-can-meet and greet buffet, though. I'd sooner strap them down to a chair so I can keep an eye on them. I don't know about this one. I never really got past the meeting one, and then I got swarmed with a bunch of other games to play. So this is kind of like my first time actually playing. I think we'll go with Gil. Alan is kind of, he's my favorite red flag. I know he's a succubus, but yeah. Otherwise, I can't stop things from going south. Alan will do terrible things to women just trying to get married, and Raoul will just get swamped. I wanted to set each of them down and make them interact with whichever woman came up to them. That was the plan, anyway. I'll be keeping my eye on you, so go out there and try your hand with as many women as possible. Probably not good advice to give to Alan. He'll take it as a challenge.
どうもギル・ラブクラフトです。
はーい、気分はどう？
ああ、まあぼちぼち。
結構おとなしい感じなんだ。どういう結婚生活がいいとかある？
結婚生活？俺はやっぱり恋人を最優先にしたいな。彼女仕事より恋愛だって言ってたし。
彼女？誰の話？
結局振られちゃったけど、っていうか多分彼女は俺の気持ちに一度も気づいていなかったんだと思うんだけど。
Right? His voice is so good. The voice actor did an amazing job. Love what the voice actor did.
その人と結婚したら？
いいね。彼女が相手なら俺どこまでも尽くせるよ。買い物は必ず付き合うし、荷物だって全部持つし、家事は全部俺がやる。彼女いつも言ってくれたんだ。愛を作る名前だなんて素敵じゃないって。俺確かに愛を作るのは得意だと思うんだ。彼女と一緒に暮らしていた時は毎日
See, I think they're all doing an
俺
interview
のご
with
飯食べて喜んでもらえたら嬉しかったし、彼女の苦手なものは俺も苦手になった。
I'm sorry. I don't understand the question.
全部を共有できるってやっぱり素晴らしいよね。それでますます好きになってさ、俺が支えなきゃって思ってて。でも
Okay, that's enough, Gil. Go on back to the workshop suite. Stat.
でも話は途中で。
Oh, yes, you are. She's already ran off.
ああ。
こんばんは。素敵なネクタイね。ってその首からぶら下げてる札何？
ああ、わかりやすく代理であることをお伝えしようと。
代理？
私はとある人の代理でこちらへ参りました。
Oh, yeah, I think it's supposed to be like them talking. I don't think it's supposed to be like an interview per se. It's supposed to have them like practice talking to women and maybe meeting like potential matches, but it's just coming off very interviewy, right?
はあ。でも代理人を雇えるなんてご本人は結構な財産家だったりするのかしら。偉い人か何か？
ただいま確認いたします。
はあ？私はあなたに聞いて。
お忙しいところ失礼いたします。今例のマッチングパーティーでして、財産家偉い人かと聞かれましたが、はい、はい、そのようにお答えしても、はい、かしこまりました。我が雇い主からのお言葉をお伝えします。それなりの地位にいるが、それを守るために多大な犠牲を払ってもらう必要がある。まず家に帰れないし、夫婦の営みも難しい。会話は基本代理を通して行う。 日常的に会うことはないだろう以上だとのことだそうです。
それ結婚する意味あ
What?
る？
Then why even marry, right? Okay, time's up. Thank you for that. Please try to enjoy the rest of the matchmaking party.
お待ちください。今の言葉をクライアントに報告しておきます。
Sure, fine. Go right ahead. Once you're finished, we need to talk. So just head on back to the workshop suite upstairs. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna take up everything.
こんな若い子がパーティーに来るなんて思わなかった。あなたいくつ？聞こえてる？
2B2933
ちょっといきなり何よあんた。
Uh-oh. Pardon me, miss. If you'll just follow me this way. Don't worry, that miss is just a beauty enhancer. Ryuku, workshop suite. Now.
はーい。で、もしかしてあなた俳優のラウル・アコニット？
Uh-oh,
ど
you've
う
been
してここにいる
recognized.
の？
ちょっと事情があってね。
嘘。ラウルがいるならもっとおしゃれしてくればよかった。ねえ、どんな女の子が好み？
そうだな。やっぱり
Like
牛
an
みたいな子かな。
ox. What about a fox? Sorry, I do a lot of puns, Yuki.
牛？
牛はネプチューンの聖獣なんだ。神に仕えるのにぴったりだろう。それにゼウスも乙女を牛に変えたことがある。
人間に例えるとどんな子？
そうだな。ダナエやエウローペやイーオやレーダーみたいな子かな。
Oh, thanks. I try to make everybody at the Fox Den feel
愛されて
cozy.
いた人間だよ。
Oh, gee.
神に愛される娘というのはどこの国の神話でもバージンだと
Feel
されて
free
いる。
to. I do post on Instagram for morning and threads too. I didn't have my threads up there, but I do morning and goodnight posts too. I do a lot of fun poses with my VTuber and stuff. She even has on a Saturday morning ones. She has her pajama form.
でも俺は別にバージンにこ
And
だ
then
わ
I'm
るつも
actually
りは
gonna
ない
be
よ。
debuting
俺は
a
神じゃないし
new
そこ
look
に親
for her.
切
I
さを
built
感
all
じな
my
い
own
からね。
models off of Vroid, so it's pretty easy for me to just sit down and make one and then upload it. So this Saturday, or is it Saturday? Should I do her pajama one, or should I? I'm gonna introduce. Yeah, I'm gonna introduce her new form and stuff for the Jack Jean. So it was more made for puns, but I'm gonna use it for that game and stuff.
にしても神々って本当に愛の営みが好きだよね。
Do you like
ギリシャ
VTubers,
神話だけ
Yuki?
じゃなくて日本神
Should
話な
I,
ど
are
の
you a
他の神話
VTuber?
でもよくやってるし。ギリシャ神話に何回その描写あるか知ってる？俺前に一度数えてみたんだけど、それがまた面白いぐらいの数で。
Oh, that's so cool! You're a PNG tuber. That's awesome. That's really nice. And thank you. Yeah, she's had a few iterations and stuff. I slowly tweaked her a little bit and stuff. I actually just darkened her hair color and added some more of her purple highlights. I wanted she has some lore. I just haven't written it down, or because I want to do it like a comic book, and I can't draw very well, but I'm practicing and I want to make like a whole like comic book. And if I can get, once we get to like I think maybe like 350 followers on YouTube, she'll actually have a new model complete redesign, so not just like a couple of fun outfits and stuff. So hope you follow and like and come along on the journey for us. Oh, great. Okay, great. That's enough out of YouTube. Thank you so very much. Raul, workshop now.
これか からがいいところだったのに。
Oh, thanks for the follow. Yeah, no, the Vroid and stuff, it's gotten a lot easier. But yeah, definitely gonna want to have a pretty good laptop. Can't you see you're freaking her out? You could have ruined your reputation, and your agent would definitely rip me apart for it.
Hi, こんばんは。
どうも
Oh, great, we have one
ア
last
ラ
one.
ン・メルヴィルです。気軽にアランって呼んだアワハリ。こんな可愛い子に声かけられて光栄だよ。
やっぱり予想通りね。あなたここにいるけど結婚する気ないでしょ。
もしかして君も？
結婚願望はあるわ。でもここにいる人と親交を深めるつもりはないの。一人じゃ嫌だっていう友達に無理やり連れてこられただけだし。私彼氏いるもの。
Oh no, don't tell him
彼
that.
氏がいるんだ。その人のことを好きなの？
Right? I'll see if I can try and get Alan. Maybe. I don't think they have too
だ
many
から乗り
requirements
気じゃ
like
ない
some
人
other
探
ones
して
do.
時間つぶしに話そうかなって思ったわけ。本気で結婚相手探しに来てる人に悪いじゃない？
確かにそう
I
だ。
know there's a lot of Otome games where it's like you have to
じゃあ
do
通にちょっと
certain
俺の
characters are locked until you do so many routes. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll try. I'm usually so bad that I get like the okay ending or the bad ending like the first time around. But we can do this.
は？何言ってんの？私彼氏がいるって言ったじゃない。
だからだよ。俺はさ、他の人に恋してる女の子と会いたくてここに来てるんだ。
Oh, thanks. So I know I usually play the first time around without the guide. And then there's Otome Kitten. I don't know if you know that site, but she has like all the walkthroughs for every Otome game ever, and I love her site.
悪いけれど、私彼氏のこと愛しているの。
ますますそそられるよ。ね、よければ俺の枕試してみない？いい夢見させてあげるよ。
Okay, that's it. Time's up. Thank you very much. I'm so glad you could join us today. Help yourself to drinks and snacks in the break room. Alan, come with me. We need to talk. Nice. It's such a good site, isn't it? I love her site. Please excuse us. We just grabbed every boy and pushed them up the stairs. I apologized profusely to the 5 girls who were subjected to the Parasite 5. They all looked around at each other.
と最悪な男だったわ。人の前で昔の女の話なんて。やっぱりこういうところにろくな男はいないわね。
Right? Yeah,
代理
no,
って
her
何
site is
考えてるのかし
amazing.
ら。しかも結婚生活する気なしって話すだけ時間の無駄だったわ。あいつに伝えておいて、絶対にあんたよりも先に私の方が結婚してやるって。男も駐車場もいいところはとっくに取られてるって。ほんとその通り。顔が良くてもあれじゃね。
I love that.
もう
All
帰りましょう。
men are like parking
あの
spots
男
and all the good
ム
ones
カ
are
つくわ。
taken.
何よあの態度。しかもアワーハニーって失礼だわ。
I am very sorry, everyone. I bowed my head in apology as I said my farewells. Then I headed straight to the 7th floor workshop suite, where those 5 were waiting. I was getting ready to lay into them. Right? No, I probably would have fist fought someone. Especially Alan. I love Alan in game form, but if he had called me his darling after I told him I had a boyfriend, it would be on like Donkey Kong. It would be like, get away from me. I closed the curtain so we could have some privacy. Though I might have gotten actually lost in talking to Raul about the mythology and stuff, because I was a huge mythology nerd. Does everyone know why I told you all to come up here? After closing the curtain, I turned around and faced them, my arms crossed in front of me. They were behaving for now.
8対2を守れなかったから。
No, Gil, you kept bringing up your ex. I don't know who this ex is, but no woman wants to hear about that, especially in public.
誰だかわからないって。やっぱり気づかれてない。
Oh, sweet baby boy, no. And Owen, if you're going to be someone's stand-in, at least do it properly. You could have worded things a lot better.
ですが、彼はそのまま家と。
We need to be on the same wavelength if you want your member to hurry up and get hitched, Owen. And Raul, stop jumping straight into that mythology nonsense. You can't dump that on someone you've just met. I would be totally down.
彼女が俺の好みを聞いたからだよ。それに神話トークってほどじゃないさ。あれぐらい普通じゃない？
Me and him would probably have gotten along and left as friends. It's very weird. And Ryuki, don't spray your mist at someone before you even ask her her name.
まともに話せる人間にしてやろうと努力しただけだよ。
Rude, sir. You can't judge a book by its cover. Love means loving what's inside the most. Aren't you even the least bit curious about what's inside someone?
人間並みになって出直してくるならね。
Him I would have fought too. Bad answer. Bad attitude. And Alan, you simply cannot jump into bed with a woman who's already taken.
俺はただ枕を試してみないって言っただけだよ。
Suffocate him with his own pillow. It's the same thing. I know I keep asking this, but do any of you really want to get married?
それはもちろん。
無論です。むしろ彼はとても焦っています。
まあ、人並みに。
する気がなきゃここにはいないよ。
俺は早く恋を知りたいな。
Then you should start taking this seriously. Love is about getting close to someone. It's about compromise and forgiveness. It's give and take, emphasis on the give. Anyway, you have your homework. Send me a text like you're in love. If you can't understand what love is, then use your imagination. Got it?
Aye.
Do they really get it, though? They came to Cupid Court because they wanted to get married, but it feels more like an obligation than an actual desire. Everyone said that they're all lost causes, but I refuse to give up on them. You can rise to this challenge, Z. After all, we're just getting started. Let's see it through to the end. Helping them find love at long last would finally prove that humans have the power to connect with them. Within them. I gotta read better. Well, that concludes today's workshop. I'll contact you for the next meeting. But before then, do your homework. No excuses. I'm beat. After heading home, I didn't bother with changing out of my clothes. Instead, I just flopped into bed. Even though the hours were the same, I felt like I just pulled a double shift. Seems like Clarice is out. Speak of the devil, a message popped up on my phone that said probably won't be home tonight. It looked like it would just be me for the night. My shoulders are so stiff. Chi, are you here?
Chi?
I think Chi's kind of creepy when he's facing forward, but when he's turned to the side and stuff, he looks so cute. He's like a little puffball. But the human, like, face staring at me, just kind of like uncanny valley. Right, this is going to be such hard work. Oh, there you are. Here we go. Took Chi's tiny body in my hand and shoved his head against my shoulder. Wow! A small electric current cracked between his horns. Oh yeah, that's the spot. Right? I love the room. It's so cute. I probably would have gone more purple than pink, but that's just, purple and reds are my colors. I pushed my makeshift chi massager against the knot in my shoulders until it started to fidget. Guess he doesn't like being upside down. See, right here, he looks so cute. I would fight somebody for a plushie like that. So adorable. Sorry. As soon as I let him go, he immediately flew off, but he returned just as quickly to lay next to me. He stretched a bit and gently stroked his back as he I gently stroked his back as he sleepily closed his eyes. I glanced around the room. Clarice and I shared a room back in college, and Gil was actually staying in the next room over. After graduation, I lost contact with him. I was always kind of worried about him. I never imagined I would reunite with him like this. Back in college, Gil really looked out for me. He helped me get a part-time job and even took care of the chores. After he left, Clarice and I could barely keep the place clean. Lovelorn Parasite. Gil is so kind. He's always put everyone ahead of himself. Once he bounces back, I'm sure he'll make some nice, sweet girl very happy. I'll give it my all as his advisor. A text. Oh, this is... My goodness. I'm so grateful for everything you did for me today. Let's see here. Talking to you was extremely helpful. I hope I'll continue to receive the benefit of your advice. Ghostwriter by Owen. Ghostwritten by Owen. That's all of their text messages. Okay. Raul, as there are many sets of 12 gods, the 12 signa to the zodiac, so there are also 12 signs of love. Like when one person says, I can't live without you, director's note with tears in their eyes. And the other one says, I understand. Oh my god, he just copied his script. Sorry, I sent that before I was finished, but it was a pretty good message, right? So no worries. He's just sending face care stuff. I love you so much, our darling. Lips as smooth as a ripe peach, skin as soft as a freshly whipped cream. Just thinking about what you must taste like is making me. Anyway, I'm prepared for the most divine bedding just for you. Come by my place, and I promise you'll have the most ecstatic dreams. No! Behave!
Chi?
I glanced at Chi lying next to me. Maybe the time had come to use my Cupid's bow. No, I can't give in. I have to get them married without that. I had to prove to Dad that the gods don't always have to step in. Still, looking at that text message, I started to get a stomachache. I think I'll just hold off on my reply till tomorrow. Silently, I put my phone down, closed my eyes, and drifted off into dreamland. See, the Monsieur Essen can just send his own replies. No pain, no gain. Let's go. Good morning.
Hi. 朝ごはんできてるわよ。
Walked into the living room to find my roommate, Clarice, there. Guess she really did stay out all night. The welcoming fragrance of fresh coffee and hot toast wafted through the air. Oh, you're home. I wasn't sure if you'd be back yet.
昨日のお相手は外れだったから、さっさと帰ってきちゃった。
Oh, wow. Clarice casually shrugged her shoulders, then quickly set the salad and toast on the table.
さあ、早く食べましょう。
Salad for breakfast? Well, my breakfast usually consists of a smoothie with spinach and frozen fruit, and then protein powder. It's 7 o'clock. Here today's fun news topic. As usual, Clarice and I watched the morning news on TV while we dug into our breakfast. The meal included cafe au lait, toast, salad, and a refreshing smoothie for each of us. As I was eating, I casually glanced at Clarice.
Today's funny news は相変わらずどれも平和なニュースね。さすが。
Clarice should be pretty exhausted right now, but she looks like she just woke up, just as upbeat and beautiful as always. I'm almost certain that the girl Gil was in love with was Clarice. If so, Gil's going to have a lot of trouble going forward. Clarice never fell for guys. In fact, she was known as the Stone Wall. Clarice must be why Gil became the lovelorn parasite. Sure, it's totally her. I've got to give him my full support and help him find love, or at the very least, help him mend his broken heart.
Up next, the latest news on the marriage hunting market. Here's a video.
Oh no.
あ、見て。CC が映ってる。
Ooh, egg and bacon is so good. I love egg. And yeah, no, toast with chocolate or peanut butter, that is amazing. I used to just do toast in the morning, but then I got my boyfriend got me a blender for a Ninja for Christmas. And so I do ooh, let me fix my mic. I just got a new mic set up, and I've only used it a couple of times, so sometimes let me know if the audio gets too, like, glitchy and stuff. But no, I love doing my morning smoothies, and I should add toast into it. I tried to do sourdough. I tried to make my own sourdough bread. It did not come out good. But I want to try and redo the starter when it gets a little warmer. Huh? Hearing Clarice mention that, I looked up at the TV. She was right. It was a shot of the Cupid Corp building. Oh my goodness. Eggs and bacon. Sausage biscuits and gravy. That's a good one. I love sausage biscuits and gravy. Oh, grilled cheese is amazing. Thank you. Yeah. I scuff a little bit. I'm new to streaming. I've only been streaming for a little under a year now, actually. I think March becomes the 1 year anniversary. But no, thank you. Yeah. No, grilled cheese is amazing. I love grilled cheese.
さらに先日、ロサンヨーク内には別の結婚相談所が新規に立ち上がりました。
Uh-oh, somebody new.
今後、ロサンヨーク婚活市場はどうなるのでしょうか。早速、会員の方にお話を聞いてみましょう。すみません。
何？
Uh-oh.
私、Today's Funny News のリポーターです。つまり、CC についてどう思っているかをお聞かせください。
そうね。まあサービスは悪くないけど変な会員が結構いるのが問題よね。
変な会員というと？
聞いてくれる？この間なんてずっと目をつむってる男紹介されちゃってさ。高いお金払ってるんだからちゃんとした人を案内しろって思わない？
確かにその通りですね。ちなみにロサンヨークに新しい結婚相談所ができたことはご存知ですか？
なんだっけ、変わった名前の。そうそう、あれ気になってて体験無料らしいし、ちょっとそっちに行ってみようかと思ってるのよ。
Oh no.
なるほど、お話ありがとうございました。このように現在 CC では会員の増加に伴いサービスが悪化しているとの話題が。
ネガキャンされたわね。
Yeah, that's most news sites. Wait, wasn't this about a new marriage agency? I didn't know about that.
名前なんだったかな。確かわざわざうちの近くの7番街に作ってた気が。
Oh geez, look at the time. I'm gonna be late.
そっか、今日早番だっけ。
See, recently I found these protein bars called Build. and they have so many flavors, and it's like a marshmallow treat. My favorite one is the coconut. If you like, it's like a Mounds bar with, it's like, yeah, it's coconut and dark chocolate, and it's so good. I absolutely love it. I take it with me to work all the time. Yep, sorry, Clarice, I gotta go. Mind cleaning up for me?
いってらっしゃい。
The next topic is about the young president of Cupid Corporation, Mr. Shelby Snail. He is famous for being a great husband, but a little bird told me that he is unmarried.
へえ、そんな噂あるんだ。でも確かに既婚者には見えないのよね。
Uh-oh. You know, with Clarice's eyes, I wonder if she's part of the Olympians.
今のニュース見たか、我が部下よ。
Right? The oh, actually have a choco bar. Ooh, chocolate. I love chocolate.
ええ、これでキューピッドコーポレーションの優勝操作はバッチリです。
Yeah, sometimes you just need that sweet treat. You just need a sweet little
この
treat.
調子で会員を我が社に奪い、勝ってみせる。打倒キューピッドコーポレーション。おお。
Who's the person with what looks like a spear? Is that our? I don't think it's our dad. Is it our dad? Did Dad have a spear? I'm not sure. Phew! I made it. I got to my desk and let out a deep sigh. I got here at 8:30 on the dot, just in time. Claire's hours in system development are different than mine. We almost never get to eat breakfast together. Aww. Advisor work in shift to accommodate the schedules of Lost Yorkers. Since everyone's so busy, we tend to work from 9 a.m. to 11 at night. But ever since I got stuck on Parasite 5 duty, I've been getting better hours for my shifts. Ooh, that's nice. While it's not that tiring for me, I appreciate the consideration. To begin the day, I reopened the messages from yesterday. I can't even read Gil's. He wrote it on a flashcard. Never mind, I'm too tired. Going through all the mistakes in this message is going to take forever. Still, I felt the desire to just run away and stood strong. I got down to business and started proofreading. So what are your plans for tomorrow, Yuki? Are you gonna stream tomorrow? Right, there's so many for text. Alright, and sent. A few hours later, I'd somehow managed to reply to all the messages. I couldn't do it on my phone though, I had to switch to my computer. All of the messages had loads of issues, so it took longer than usual to reply, but everything turned out okay, all things considered. Thankfully, the theories on love I learned in college and from media helped me make the text a bit more woman-friendly. Since everyone's free tomorrow, I penciled in meetings with all of them. I hope it'll be okay. To be honest, conversations and lectures aren't going to change their mindset. Well, if they do find a woman that sparks their interest, I can at least give them some advice to keep those sparks flying. Oh, sweet. Definitely hit me up so that I can follow your stream. Wow. Once I finish, I'll definitely go and follow, and I'll watch your stream. Oh, that sounds totally fun. Still, no matter how many members I show them, they're not interested. They won't even tell me what they're looking for. Hence why I can't introduce anyone to them. I have to look out for the female members of Cupid Corp too. If I mess up, I'll just give the news one more bad soundbite. Then our members might really leave us for another agency. But we've never dealt with members like this in the past. What's a tough situation to resolve? If someone lacked confidence, I could suggest that they focus on their strengths and build some self-esteem. Definitely. No, totally looking forward to it. I've been wanting to make some new friends and stuff while streaming. And for someone who's a bit prideful, guiding them towards better behavior in regards to marriage is key. But this is a different situation entirely. None of them want to get married. Honestly, I don't even know why they're members. I pondered putting them through some marriage boot camp training. While I was considering that, my work phone rang. Hello, Miss Play speaking.
ちょうどよかった。今新規会員の受付中なんだけれど、他のアドバイザーの手が空いてなくて。パラサイト5担当になって忙しいところ悪いけれど、ちょっと一人だけ受けてもらえる？
Definitely, they definitely need to learn manners. Sure, that should be fine.
ありがとう。助かるわ。面談室に案内するわね。
I hung up the phone and prepared the necessary documents before getting up. It's been a while since I've handled someone who's not part of the Parasite 5. Even my fellow advisors are worried about me. Parasite 5 really are legendary around here. Even people from other departments have started sharing their concerns. I've become something of a legend myself, I guess. I couldn't help but wonder what this new member might be like. While walking down the hall, I tried to imagine. Uh-oh, what are we dealing with? As I entered the meeting room, I saw a woman staring nervously at the floor. Hello, it's nice to meet you. My name is SzePlay. I'm a bridal advisor here. I flashed her a smile and held out my business card. She accepted it with trembling hands and looked down again.
はじめまして。メラニー・タッチェルです。
Yeah, no, the pink and blue actually really works for her, and she's so cute. I do love her. No. I really love it. I agree with you. There are just some, like the MC from Bustafellows. I think she is absolutely adorable. But Cupid's got a really nice design. I want to do my hair like hers. I gotta think about it. It's so cute. I love her hairstyle. Well, Melanie, thank you so much for coming in today. Before moving on, I gave her a chance to look up at me. Instead, she just glanced around the rest of the room. She must be really nervous. This is probably her first time using a marriage agency. Well, it's the bridal advisor's job to help our members relax. You know, our company offers a wide variety of services. Would you mind if I provide some explanation and a bit of guidance?
はい、お願いします。
She gave a small nod, so with a pamphlet in hand, I began describing the different services we had to offer. Right? I think it would look cute with Z's hair. Melanie hung on my every word and began nodding along enthusiastically. Wow, it's been a while since I've had someone actually listen to what I was saying. I'd almost forgotten how nice it is. Wish that Parasite 5 were this cooperative. I'll have to work on getting the model to work with it. I'm still learning a lot of the Vroid stuff. Well, I believe that just about covers everything. So, now I'd like to ask about you. Melanie blinked in confusion.
私?
Yes. To begin with, are there any must-haves or absolute deal breakers when it comes to a potential partner?
そんな、私が求めるなんて。私なんて。
Aw, honey. Don't say that. Why wouldn't they choose her? Please excuse me for asking, but have you done anything like this before? Searching for a husband, I mean?
その、大学で募集していたパーティーには5回ぐらい出たことがあって、でも誰とも話せなくて、友達はみんな彼氏作ったり結婚したりしてどんどん置いてかれちゃって、でも私男性が苦手だから全然話せなくて、私なんかに結婚できますか？
Poor baby. Absolutely you can. That's my job as a bridal advisor, to help you find your perfect husband. I gave her a warm smile and intended to help ease her worries. I could tell we'd need to work on her low self-esteem. She couldn't seem to keep from talking negatively about herself. She's completely incapable of seeing anything good in herself. During college, I learned that you need praise and approval from others if you want to improve your self-esteem. As her advisor, I can give her the praise she needs, but she could just reject that and fall further into a downward spiral. In which case, it would be better to build up her confidence by encouraging some self-improvement first. Let's see, it's probably better to start her off with a bit of a light texting rather than going right to matchmaking parties. Cupid Corp utilizes a number of matchmaking tools. Matchmaking parties, Lost York food tours, and one-on-one meetings are some of our more successful methods. We also have a number of cafes, restaurants, and bars reserved specifically for our members, so they can feel more relaxed. For our more introverted members, we recommend that they start with texting or even writing letters to initiate contact. We like to divide up our members according to what methods we think fit them best. The messaging track is our go-to for shy folks. Messaging lets them avoid the stress of an in-person meeting, so it's great for people like Melanie, who struggle with confidence. Okay, Melanie, can I tell you what I've got in mind for you? I started describing my recommended plan in detail and turned to the appropriate page in the pamphlet. Slowly, Melanie began to open up more about herself and what she was looking for in a partner. I couldn't remember the last time a member had talked with me so honestly. That was really quite touching. Aww. Well, let me thank you again for trusting our company with this.
こちらこそありがとうございます。
If there's anything else I can help you with, please don't hesitate to get in touch.
はい。では今日はこれで。
Of course, if you have time, feel free to visit the cafe in our company annex.
カフェ？
Yes, we have a cafe that's for members only. Most people just use it to relax and take a break.
そうなんですね。ちょうどコーヒー飲みたかったし、行ってみようかな。
I think that's a great idea. Would you like me to show you the way? I opened the door to leave with Melanie when... Oh. Oh, it's Mr. Owen. I found Owen standing directly in front of us. Apparently, he was just about to knock on the door. Oh, hello there. Did you need something?
ええ、お話し中でしたか。申し訳ございません。
Okay, that's cool. Alan and Gil's voice actors are in the other Otome games. I do want to look up, like, a lot of the Otome games that we're playing and see how many voice actors, like, overlap. Right? That sounds like a super fun game to try. Definitely stream it and let me know what it's like. I'll totally follow and watch. Well, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Very sorry. Oh? As soon as she saw him, Melanie quickly ducked behind me.
私は平気です。もう帰るところでしたので。
No, it's okay. Actually, I was about to take her to the company cafe.
そうでしたか。では、私が代わりにご案内いたします。
え？
あなたはロビーへ。我が社の広告代理店の担当者が休養だと。
Uh-oh. Our ad agency? I tried to imagine what the problem might be, but couldn't think of anything off the top of my head. But there was also Melanie to consider. I tried to gauge her reaction, and she gave her head a quick shake.
私なら平気です。言ってください。
But
大丈夫です。本当に。
Well, if you're sure, then if you'll excuse me. I'm sure she'll be fine in Owen's hands. He seems like a very reliable man. Gave her a final nod before leaving the meeting room. I quickly made my way to the lobby. As I got out of the elevator, I saw a nervous-looking man standing there. He was alone in the lobby. That must be the agency manager. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Are you from the I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Are you from the advising agency?
はい、そうですが。あなたがトップブライダルアドバイザーで社長から直接仕事を頼まれたって人ですか？
That's right. I'm SzePlay.
よかった。ちょうど良さそうだ。
Huh? Do what just fine?
とにかく緊急事態です。急いでついてきてください。
Uh-oh. What the? What are we doing? Without explanation, the manager quickly led me away. He gave me a jacket and a pair of glasses, apparently as a disguise, and then... the Happy Forest Cafe. We soon arrived at a cafe near the office. It was a regular destination of mine.
いいですか。これから社長の会食があるんですが、いい感じに話を合わせてください。いいですね。
A business luncheon with the president? But what am I doing here?
CC のイメージアップ作戦です。今朝のニュース見たでしょ。わかったらこちらへ。
I did see the news, but what's that got to do with me? I didn't have the first clue what this was about, but the manager just kept pushing me along. The president looked quite surprised to see me. Obviously, he didn't know I would be there.
なぜお前が
You and me both, brother. We don't have no idea what's going on.
サプライズですよ、サプライズ。さあ、会食を始めましょう。
I had no choice but to sit next to Mr. Snail. The ad manager sat diagonally across from me, a look of desperation plastered on his face. So he wants me to help improve our image somehow, but why did I have to wear a disguise?
彼女がキューピッドコーポレーションの誇るトップブライダルアドバイザーです。どうぞ。
Well, my name is SzePlays, and it's true that I'm the top bridal advisor at Cupid Corp. It's very nice to meet you.
ああ、どうも。ロサンヨーク TV のプロデューサーです。
Wow, really? So you must work on shows like News 1 to 10 and Today's Funny News, right?
おや、ご存知ですか。それは嬉しいね。
I think everyone who lives in Lost York has heard of you. I had no idea what was going on, but I figured I may as well just smile and go with it. I'd been thrown into a meeting between my company president and a TV producer without any warning. Yeah, having a warning would have been nice.
Oh,
the glasses look so cute on her. Apparently, Mr. Snail had said something to catch the producer's attention. I got the impression that they were trying to put together some kind of TV show to boost Cupid Corp's image. The news reported that morning had focused on declining marriage rates, along with some of our more unusual members. I guess that's why the president himself had agreed to meet with the media and was trying so hard to impress this producer. I had no idea Mr. Snail got involved in things like this. I always figured the ad agency took care of all that. Of course, I'd always known that he had founded Cupid Corp when he was a student and worked hard to get it where it was today. I'm sure he can do pretty much whatever he puts his mind to. In which case, I should do whatever I can to help make this a success too. After all, our meeting potentials for success is directly tied to the company's reputation. Yuki, let me know when you're about to stream, okay? I'll raid in with what viewers I have and watch the stream with you. If I can do my part now, it should lead directly to more connections between humans.
では、御社のキューピッドシステムを使えば必ずうまくいくと
It should turn out well for most, yeah.
ですが、そんなにうまくいくもんですかね。縁結びを機械でやれたなんて失敗しません？
そこは現場の人間の腕が確かですから。
That's right. There's really nothing to worry about. We integrate even the tiniest details to reflect trends and cultures as well. Since we design the system and maintain it internally, we can always refine it at a moment's notice. Social media trends, new online slang, the smallest things can be fed into it so that we can find the perfect match for each member.
へえ、SNS のトレンドまでね。じゃあ、
Oh? The producer looked directly at me and gave me a smile that had a bit of an edge to it. But frankly, I get this kind of question all the time. Some members try and use it as an excuse to get a membership discount. Ultimately, we have no way of knowing exactly what people are thinking, so we need people on site to make minor adjustments.
細かな調整?
Well, for example, some people try to pretend there's someone they're not, and some just flat out lie.
確かにそうだな。
In those cases, they have hidden motivations, preferences, or tastes that we can't uncover unless we talk with them personally. Okay, yeah, I can totally do that. People have unconscious habits that a machine just can't pick up on when we're there to support and supplement the Cupid system. We calculate the most compatible partner, then take our personal experience and knowledge to provide additional advice.
そこまで手間をかけてるのは。でも
Everything worth it
大
is
変
work.
じゃないです。
It can be, sure, but our goal is to help as many people as possible come to know the pure joy of married life. Of course, we don't just push them to get married. That just leads to short marriages. More people than ever are getting divorced. Our objective is to provide the sort of matchmaking that can nurture a long and happy post-marriage life.
なるほど。いやはや、おみそれしました。そこまで考えていたとは思いませんでした。さすがプロですね。
I'm just glad you took the time to hear us out.
いやー、このような優秀な人員が現場にいれば、社長も安心ですな。
ええ、私も助かっています。彼女のような意欲の高い社員がいれば、周囲も感化され、より良いサービスを皆様にお届けできますから。
I had no idea the president saw me that way, and I couldn't hide my surprise, which slowly turned into a satisfied smile. I never would have guessed that's how Mr. Snail felt.
結婚生活といえば、CC は結婚式場も併設されていますよね。次はそれについて聞きたいんですが。
The president thoughtfully answered each of the producer's questions. Here and there, I added details based on the prevailing opinions of people in the field. The meeting seemed to be going smoothly. Yeah, no, us small streamers gotta stick together and help build each other up, right? 1 hour later, we finished eating and the lunch finally came to an end.
では、そういうわけで。いやー、いい話が聞けてよかったですよ。
Producer seemed to have relaxed quite a bit. He stuck out his hand and Mr. Snail gave it a firm shake.
こちらこそ大変素晴らしい時間を過ごさせていただきました。
Yes, it was an honor getting to speak with you.
じゃ、また。
The producer gave us one final wave and slipped into the busy city crowd. After a moment, the ad agency manager suddenly reappeared in front of us.
お疲れ様です。話いい感じで盛り上がってましたね。
Yeah, no, her glasses, her disguise is so cute.
どこに行っていたんですか?
Mr. Duff. Oh.
いやまあ、ちょっとやらなきゃいけないことがありましてね。でも大丈夫ですよ。話はバッチリ聞いてましたから。あなたもありがとね。これ、私の名刺。今後ともよろしく。
He shoved his business card at me. It said Anthony Duff, manager of the world-famous Omnicom Advertising Group.
さて、御社のイメージアップ作戦、頑張りますよ。それで。
Mr. Duff quickly departed, leaving me alone with Mr. Snail and feeling somewhat confused about everything that had just happened. I wondered why Mr. Snail was so formal with him, and also, a campaign to help boost our image. Interesting. So that lunch was to try and sell that producer on some kind of TV show, but why did I have to be involved? Normally that would be a discussion for the agency manager and the company president to have by themselves.
Oi.
Oh, he's talking to me. I looked at the president when he spoke my name. He looked back with a calm, gentle expression.
今日は助かった。急に彼に連れてこられたんだろう。業務中すまなかったな。
Mr. Snail expressed his thanks too so earnestly I couldn't help but smile. Just glad I could help. It's all part of the job, right? Let's see here. Which one should we go with, chat? It's part of the job, right? Or I'm just glad I could help. I kind of want to lead to the I'm just glad I could help. But I don't know what to do to get on with the Alan's. I don't want to get stuck on a different route. I think we're pretty early though. Should be okay. Let's see here. I'll go with the just glad I could help. It was nothing. I'm just glad I could help.
私ではあそこまで現場の話や会員に寄り添った考えは話せないからな。お前が
Aw. Sorry, I read faster than they talk sometimes and then I just click out of habit. Listening to him talking, Mr. Snail showed a level of happiness I'd rarely seen from him. The thought that I really did help somehow made me happy too.
しかし普段と雰囲気が違うがその服装はどうしたんだ
Oh, he knows our usual style. Ah, Mr. Duff made me wear it. I guess I'll have to give it back to him later.
着せられた一体なぜ
I have no idea. Maybe he thought I should be dressed more professionally since it was a business lunch and all.
そうかだが似合っているな
Aw, he says it suits us. Oh, you think so?
まあかなりいい
Oh, we got some hearts. Along with a rare compliment, the president revealed an equally rare smile. Thinking about it, I realized that was the first time I'd worn a jacket like that in front of him.
何にせよ迷惑をかけたな実は彼は私の大学時代の先輩なんだが強引なところがあってな今日の会食も今朝のニュースを見ていきなり組まれたことだったんだ
Oh, that's right. That was a pretty strange report they did on today's funny news.
なあ先輩は CC の宣伝をよく考えてくれるいい担当者ではあるんだが目的のためには手段を選ばないところがあってなまさかお前を巻き込むとは思わなかっただがおかげで会食はうまくいったありがとう
I was surprised at the gentle smile he flashed at me. I couldn't remember him ever smiling like that before. It made me realize that normally when he smiled, it was pretty much just for PR purposes. I think this might be the only time I've ever seen him smile outside of things like magazine spreads. He looks so much younger when he smiles. It's easy to forget that he's only 32 years old. He always seems so calm and collected, but I'm realizing that maybe he's been struggling all on his own this whole time.
ああ仕事のメールだオフィスに戻らなければな今日は助かった引き続きパラサイト5を頼むぞ
Right, he's so polite. He glanced at his watch as he hurried out of the cafe. The president really never gets to take a break, I guess. I should head back too. I need to get ready for the meetings tomorrow. I have a meeting with Parasite 5 tomorrow. I'm hoping I can find a few possible matches for them before then. I took off the jacket and the glasses and headed back to the office. I stepped through the automatic doors. As I passed reception, a woman I'd never met suddenly materialized in front of me. What?
かわいいブライダルアドバイザーさんじゃない。私この人にお願いすることにするわ。
Huh?
お客様お待ちください。担当はシステムで決めることになっておりまして。
She seems fun.
そんな面倒な手続きですの。私は気に入った人としか話したくないのだけれど。
But she is right. She, the main character, is so cute.
可愛い上に人気者のブライダルアドバイザーさんなのね。素敵だわ。
そうなんです。ですのでひとまずこちらで受付を。
名前はキャサリン・スペード。職業は家事手伝いですわ。
Professional domestic worker, huh? Catherine Spade.
私モテるので本当は婚活は必要ないのよ。たまたま今はフリーなだけですから。たまたま。
ではこちらのシートにご記入をお願いいたします。ここは任せて行ってください。
Okay, thanks. Well, if you'll excuse me.
またね。かわいいキューピッドさん。
Huh? Catherine happily waved her handkerchief at me. What an odd woman. But to be honest, she looks kind of familiar. As I tried to recall where I might have seen her before, I quickly turned around and nearly ran into yet another new member. Oh, it's Melanie.
ごめんなさい。いつ話しかけたらいいかわからなくて。
Aw, so cute. Ah, were you listening that whole time?
はい。すごい人ですね。自信があってお綺麗で。
I feel like I've heard Melanie's voice in another Otome game. Melanie was staring at Catherine with big puppy dog eyes.
素敵な結婚できるのはきっとああいう人だけなんですよね。
And there she goes again with that intense self-deprecation. Melanie's not unattractive. She could just use a confidence boost, and maybe some fashion tips, and she'd be a total cutie. Guiding the lost lambs back to the flock is the job of any good goddess, bridal advisor. I need to find someone compatible for her, but in her case, it's also my duty to plant seeds of confidence to blossom into love. Together, I'm sure we can do this. I'm going to do everything I can to help you. By the way, what did you think of the cafe?
コーヒー美味しかったです。話しかけてくれた方もいたのですが、うまく話せなくて。オーウェンさんもすごく親切にいろいろ教えてくれて、その。
Melanie looked down bashfully. I smiled at her, trying to get her to feel at ease. I led her to one of the lobby couches. I let her tell me about all of her time at the cafe. Apparently, Owen showed her all around the rest of the company as well. I gave her some advice about conversation icebreakers and made sure she was smiling again before we said our goodbyes. When she was gone, I started brainstorming a possible matchmaking process to help improve her odds of success. After work, I was walking home alone as usual. Phew, what a day. I replied to all of the Parasite 5 messages, consulted with Melanie, and had a surprise business lunch with Mr. Snail. Not to mention finalizing the meet with Parasite 5 tomorrow. I really hope everything goes smoothly. Making my way home, I kept thinking about what type of woman might make a good wife for each of them. Gil is super picky, so I need to show him as many candidates as possible to get a sense of what he preferences actually are. For Mr. Essen, I need to keep messaging him and find out what marriage really means to him, and hopefully get him to come in. With Ryuki, I should focus on women who know all about beauty, but I don't want them to feel like they're competing with each other. As for Raoul, he doesn't really want to get married. He just wants to learn about love. I should find someone with similar interests. If they can just hit it off from there, that might be enough to develop into a proper relationship. Raoul did mention how he got slapped once, though, so a conversation about personal interests might be kind of risky. Even if they have similar interests, small misunderstandings like that can turn into a major blowout. Meanwhile, Alan's problem is Alan. There isn't really a right member for him. I need him to adjust his preferences somehow. That goes for everyone, actually. They're not ready for relationships as is. They refuse to even listen to our lectures. I turned to social media in hopes of some new inspiration. Ever since the HQH incident, searching for #Cupid on Instagram had become part of my daily routine. Let's see if anyone's talking about #Cupid today. As usual, there are lots of posts. Even after that ad campaign ended, #Cupid caught on and people still use it all the time. Feeling reinvigorated, I began scrolling through the post. All of a sudden, a certain article caught my eye. Right, we can do this! We can help these boys! The article's title was Cupid Corp Prez, Wife Finally Caught on Film. What? What is he talking about? Wonder what she's like. I wonder if it was from some crummy tabloid, but I still couldn't contain my curiosity. But when I clicked through to the article, I nearly dropped my phone. Uh-oh, it's us, isn't it? What the heck? The photo in the article showed the president at the Happy Forest Cafe. In other words, it was from our lunch today. There was also a shot of someone from behind. The woman they claimed was his wife was actually me. Uh-oh. Did somebody's lie catch up to them? The next morning, I marched straight to Mr. Snail's office. Mr. Snail, tell me you're not okay with this. Uh-oh. Look at this! I showed him the article I found on my way home yesterday. They're saying this is a photo of your wife. The president was clearly just now learning about this article. He made no attempt to hide his shock. Well, I was in disguise and the picture is from behind, so nobody would know it's me. But isn't your wife going to be mad? Yeah, of course. If I was her and I saw an article about me and the picture wasn't even me, I'd be furious. For her sake, I'd say you should try and get this photo taken down as soon as possible. Uh-oh, did somebody not even think about that? Yes, you do care about her, right? He gave a serious nod, but for some reason he also seemed a bit sad. Mr. Snail? Does your wife not care about things like this? Uh-oh. Even if it didn't make her mad, I'm sure she wouldn't like it. Worst case scenario, she might think you're cheating on her. Mr. Snail, are you feeling okay? He seemed disoriented, and I asked the question again. He just stared at me and started breaking out in a cold sweat.
実はお前にはそろそろ言おうと思っていたんだが、私が愛妻家という話は。
社長、大変です。
Owen?
ノックぐらいしたらどうだ。
申し訳ございません。緊急事態でして。
Oh, did we end up on Mr. Snails? I don't think are we already on a route? No, we can't be on a route. We still have to do the like each one individual, right? What's the matter?
それが今日面談予定でいらしていたパラサイト5を間違えて女性会員様にご紹介してしまい、それで今下が大騒ぎになっているんです。
What? Followed Owen down to the lobby to see what was happening. The women were so agitated I couldn't make my way through them. Let the music sometimes in.
いきなりミストかけてきて何のつもりなのよ。
あなたたちフリーの女に興味ないとか過去の女が忘れられないとか頭湧いてるんじゃないの？
ごめんね。でも恋してない女の子とは付き合う気はないんだ。
ごめん、俺も努力はしてるんだけど、どうしてもあの子以外の人と付き合う気になれなくて。
俺の見解ではロズウェル事件は UFO 騒動というよりも現代のラグナロクではないかと。
Don't let anyone from Roswell hear you say that. I used to live in Roswell, New Mexico. No, the alien thing is big over there.
身だしなみぐらいしたら。
してるわよ。私はおしゃれが趣味だし、雑誌モデルもしてるんだから。
その程度で話にもならないね。
Yeesh.
なんなのこいつら。こんな会員さっさと辞めさせない獅子も信じらんないわ。
あ、そうやって人のせいにするからあんたはそんな顔してるんだよ。どうせモテないのも他人のせいにして。
Brother, come on. I am so sorry. I put myself between the crowd and the Parasite 5, doing my best to apologize. This is all one big misunderstanding. There must have been a scheduling mix-up. I'm coaching these members right now. They were absolutely not supposed to meet with you. If you'd like, we can connect you with some of our other members.
もういいわよ。変なミストで顔びしゃびしゃになっちゃったし。
次来る時はもっとマシな男を用意してちょうだい。
Eesh. I'm really, truly sorry. I continued to bow profusely and ushered the women away. After they disappeared, I turned back to the Parasite 5, but...
UFO は宇宙人の乗り物だと言われているけれど、俺としてはあれは神の乗り物じゃないかって思うんだよ。壁画にもそれらしいものが。
警査員くん、何してるの？
爪の手入れ。俺は悪かったのか。いや、でも理想の女性を聞かれたら当然ああ言わざるを得なかったし。
Parasite 5 have shown no signs of changing. I shot a pointed look at the president who had followed after me. Mr. Snail, do you really think these people can get married? One of them even sent a representative, right? If he actually wanted to get married, he'd be here himself. Uh-oh.
私のクライアントは本当に忙しい人ですので。
But he's not willing to commit to a normal married life either, right? So why would he want to get married in the first place?
それはおそらく
Uh-oh.
ああ、スネール君、ちょうどよかった。
As the members were leaving, Mr. Duff from our advertising agency announced his presence.
どうしたんですか？
昨日会食したテレビ局のプロデューサーからキューピッドコーポレーションを扱う特集番組をやりたいと提案をもらったんですよ。
Ooh, nice. Seriously?
ええ、あなたのおかげですよ、アドバイザーさん。
Aw, thanks. Why me?
昨日のお話が相当お気に召したみたいでね、早速特集内容を考えてくださったんですよ。
Handed me a piece of paper. It described a plan for 5 episodes, 1 per week, 30 minutes each, airing at midnight. 5 episodes.
1回程度かと思いましたが、随分と扱いが大きいんですね。
その代わり一つ条件があります。見栄えのいい会員を数名選んで出してほしいんです。
On camera. Look good on
いい
camera.
会員ですか？
I couldn't help but look over at the Parasite 5. I could still hear them rumbling on about random topics like pillows and ancient mythology. I told them I wanted to meet with them, so they were sitting there waiting for me. Bidding on TV would cause all kinds of problems, though. Okay, so what's the point of getting a bunch of people that look good on camera?
シェアハウスですよ、シェアハウス。ほら、よくあるでしょ。年頃の男女がシェアハウスで愛を育むやつ。シェアハウスという名の婚活強化合宿をして、その様子をテレビで生配信。どうです？最高にクールでしょ。
Could work. It sounds like a Big Brother house or one of those reality shows. Well, I guess so.
あなたも出るんですよ。トップブライダルアドバイザーとしてね。
See here. He wants us to be a part? Wait, me?
そりゃそうですよ。これは CC のための宣伝ですから。婚活男女 CC のトップブライダルアドバイザーがサポートしていく。どうです？
I mean, it
確か
would
に
make a really
それ
good
は注目を
show.
浴びそうですね。CC のいい宣伝にもなります。
でしょう。
But I am a wee bit
何？
busy.
君テレビに出るの？
That hasn't been decided yet.
彼は
ああ、彼は CC の会員です。婚活中ですが、彼女に指導を受けているところでして。
あそこにいるのも全員そうだよ。
あそこ
Alan,
に
what are you
って
doing? I feel
あ
like
れ
you're
は
causing
俳優
problems.
のラウル・アコニット。
Okay, so yeah. Darn, they do have him locked behind things.
ラウル・
Gil
アコ
would be
ニ
a
ッ
good
ト
one
に
and stuff.
あ
He's
の可愛い
cute.
感じ
He's
の
a
少
nice
年
first
と
match.
あのイケメンも婚活中なんですか？
Ah, well, that's not exactly.
ええ、そうです。
Owen. If he realizes they're all trying to get married, he'll try and exploit them for his show. I am not okay with that. Actually, they're all currently undergoing some special coaching, so they're not on the open market, as it were.
ねえねえ君たちテレビに出ない？シェアハウス企画なんだけど。
Okay, that's good that we're still in the prologue. Anthony, stop. Oh, goodness. He's already talking to them? No, wait, please, they're not! We're in trouble,
シェア
guys.
ハウス。それって
I mean, I
彼女としばらく一緒に暮らせるってこ
やります。
really?
新しい稽古？へえ、面白そうだな。マネージャーにも確認しとくよ。
今メッセージで確認しましたが、クライアントもぜひにと。参加は代理の私になりますが。
Did anybody watch Mr. Snell texting?
よし、じゃあ決まりだね。
And the glamour parasite, of course not. Everyone, what about your normal jobs?
俺はフリーエディターだから仕事は家でできるし、いくらでも時間の都合はつけられるよ。
僕もデザインできればどこでもいい。
俺はまあ日中店に行ければ夜とか他の空いた時間は自由だよ。
俺も今は新作の稽古に集中しろってマネージャーに言われてるし平気だよ。
決まりだね。いやー、忙しくなってきた。シェアハウスの場所の選定もしなきゃだし。
ああ、それでしたら一番街にある私の別邸を提供しましょう。
Really?
それは予算も減らせるし助かるや。じゃあまた後日企画書をお送りします。よろしくお願いしますね。
He's already gone.
久しぶりのルームシェア楽しみだね。
Totally great. So happy. I...
シェアハウスには映画ローマやトローン、ザ・ヘラークレスを持っていくよ。よければ一緒に神話討論を。
いやー、なんだか今日の面談を頑張る気になってきたよ。よろしく。
よろしく。
Yeah, good luck. I want to fight you two. Is Ryuki actually into this? He's always struck me as the least motivated, but he didn't reject the plan. That alone makes me think there's something to being part of this show. He could show off his designs, which would be really helpful for him. Well, this beats my plan of giving them another coaching session anyway. They really are the Cupid Corporation's most attractive members. It's a great advertisement opportunity for the company for sure. So it's gonna be it. Our poor little MC. Even the president himself is excited about this. How can I say no? Easy, you just go no. Rel is a professional actor, and Ryuki should be fine as long as we have a humidifier. We just have to make sure nothing happens while we're live. I'll have to coach them while the cameras are off. Worst case scenario, I'll need to prep a script. This should be fine.
Chi?
Oh, Chi's with us too. It'll be okay. It's going to be okay. I hope. And thus, the collaboration between Lost York TV and the Cupid Corporation began. Everything was so hectic that I completely forgot my picture showed up in a tabloid article claiming I was the president's wife. Anyway, Parasite House was all set to premiere, a matchmaking show starring the Parasite 5. So fun! Yay! Say, Clarice, is there any chance you might want to be on TV? I'd gone to 2 Red Hens earlier and brought a slice of their world-famous cheesecake to help grease the wheels.
テレビ？それってもしかして例のロサンヨーク TV とのコラボのやつ？うちの
Well, that was the initial plan, but they all backed out. Surprisingly, or maybe not so surprisingly, each and every one of them had rejected my offer. They either didn't want people to know they were trying to get married, didn't want the publicity, or just didn't like the men. Rule's agent also asked that I not include any of his fans. The air date has already been set, but we still don't have anyone other than the initial 5 guys. So how about it? I bet the show would get pretty exciting with you there.
興味ないかな?
Why? I figured as much. Back when Clarice was working part-time at Cutie's Diner, she'd get recruiters trying to convince her to model all the time. I should have known she'd turn me down. Still, it hurt to hear her say no without hesitation.
というか、あなたが出るんでしょ? ならそれでいいじゃない。
It is not enough. Only as a bridal advisor, the show is about matchmaking. Someone's gotta make it possible for matches to be made.
あら、アドバイスしてくれるアドバイザーさんに恋しちゃう番組でも十分盛り上がると思うけど。
No, it wouldn't. But if the bridal advisor doesn't do her job and falls in love instead, there'd be no end to the complaints.
そうかしら。
Yes, I do. Please, Clarice, come on. I have to move into the shared house by tomorrow. Do it, and I'll treat you to la huge duck burger. Good thing I read that.
あなたにおごってもらわなくてもいくらでも食べさせてくれる男がいるし。
Come on. Please, for me, look how cute I am. Please, please. Okay, then how about I do all the chores for a month?
私結構家事するの好きなのよね。ギルがいなくなった時に必死こいて覚えたから。
Please don't leave me alone. Or, then how about a free massage ticket from me to you?
普通にエステ行くわよね。
Sorry, I guess that's true.
頑張ってね。
Operation Recruit Clarice has failed. Despite the delicious cheesecake, depression overwhelmed me. Tomorrow's the move-in, but there's a week until the first episode. I hope I can find someone on such short notice. I thought about it a while. I thought about it while I was eating and decided that if worse comes to worse, I could just ask one of our female staffers. The next day.
ここでいいですか?
The production staff generously provided a moving service so we could bring a month's supply of necessities to the shared house.
ああ、うん。適当に置いておいて。
あ、それはこっちに置いて。
Wow, that thing is pretty big. What is in it?
酸素カプセル。
He really has no limits when it comes to beauty. He's holding himself to such a high standard. I'm 100% sure he has sky-high expectations for his future partner, too. The other day, he even mentioned that he thought a certain magazine model was hideous. I want to adjust his perspective as quickly as I can, but I'm just not sure how to go about it. Then again, is it alright to meddle with his beliefs? If I don't, he'll probably have major problems in any marriage. That's true.
うわ、何あれ?
I noticed a frown in Ryuki's face. I turned to see what he was looking at and immediately froze up. We did... What the... What's with this statue?
ああ、ねえねえ、これここに置いていいかな?
The statue? What is it with him lifting it? What is that?
もちろん、ネプチューンの像だよ。
This is supposed to be Neptune? My situation is a little different, but Neptune is a man in both myth and reality. But this definitely looks like a woman. Come to think of it, this statue kind of looks like my Aunt Minerva.
どう? 君のイメージに合ってる?
Personally, I think he should be much bigger and way more muscular.
でも俺、確かに見たんだよ。ボルトマーのネプチューン祭りで。ねえ、ギル。
いや、俺は見てないけど、そんな飾りあったっけ?
飾りじゃなくて本物だよ。本当のネプチューンに俺はあったんだ。
This looks way too much like my aunt. Maybe she actually went to the festival. That's probably who he's dreaming
という
about.
わけで、ここにネプチューン像を置いておくね。これできっと津波から守ってもらえるよ。
そのブサイクな像邪魔なんだけど、せめて自分の部屋に置いてよ。
Rude. Aunt Minerva's not disgusting.
え、ダメ? ご飯一緒に食べたいんだけど。
Right?
ここだと撮影に入る。
We need this space to set up the cameras. Please put it in your room, if you don't mind. Aww. But yeah, he just lifted that up. Earl simply shrugged his shoulders and thankfully moved the statue to his room. Next door to him, Ryuki was busy setting up his humidifier and prepping all his beauty equipment. Alan was naturally already hitting on some of the female movers. Gail was in the kitchen, inspecting all of the silverware and cooking utensils, basically acting like a classic housewife. Should take notes from Gail. Can they actually make a show with these guys? And there's still the problem of the lack of female participants. Also, I need to finish moving my stuff in. I hauled my luggage up the still empty women's room. Why are they making her stay, though? Can't she just come and go? It's not like she's a participant. Later that night, Alan and Gil, who were rooming with Raoul, started screaming at the sight of his grim statue. Aww. Think we'll call it at the end of this chapter. We'll call it for the night. Eventually, the preparation period came to an end. By the day of recording, we'd somehow managed to get 5 of our female members to agree to be on the show. Oh, that's so good. I'd probably scream just as loud as those guys if I saw it. I thought we had everything sorted out, but when it was time for the cameras to roll, none of those members had actually shown up to the share house. We're supposed to go live today. Did they all just happen to have some kind of last-minute emergency? I tried calling each one of them, but nobody picked up. What am I gonna do?
何かあったのですか?
No, Owen, nothing is good. None of the women are here, and I can't get in touch with any of them.
ああ、その者たちならば辞退すると言っていたぞ。
Who is talking? Peter flagged, the show's assistant director, gave me the bad news. Wait, what? They dropped out? Why do you look like Shoot from Bustafellow?
つい先ほど全員辞退すると言って去っていった。
Why didn't you try and stop them? I was ready to tear Peter's head off, but he just smiled and held up his camera.
私の仕事はこのカメラとやらを使って撮影することだからな。
Fight him. But you're the director! Your job is also to look after the talent! And you, Alan, what did you do? Why were they fighting over you?
いや、俺はただ警査員君に無視されていた女の子たちを慰めていただけだよ。
Comfort? Yeah, right. Treating them like pieces of meat again, more like.
女の子を慰めるのはベッドが一番ってね。
There are a lot of places to comfort women than there. God, you're so disgusting. And why were you ignoring the girls, Ryuki?
女なんて言った？
視界に入っていなかっただけ
See,
みたい
didn't
だ
even
ね。
notice. I'm seeing it. But we're supposed to go live tonight!
おい、叫んだりしてどうした？何か問題があった？
Mr. Snail and the producer, well...
ピーター君、もうカメラを回しているのか。頑張ってるな。
No, we're gonna fight Peter. I'll slap him with my tail.
カメラの使い方はバッチリだ。電源も入れ忘れなくなったぞ。
あとはそのカメラを逆さにすれば完璧だな。
ふむ、また逆に持っていたか。
Fight him.
何かトラブルでもあったのか？
Yes, well, it would appear that the entire female cast has quit.
辞退？なんで？
Well, one of the men started hitting on them, they all started fighting over him, and then this is the result. This is what happens.
破綻した瞬間はカメラで撮っておいたぞ。
Well, you should have put the camera down and tried to stop them.
おお、撮ってたのか。偉いな、ピーター。じゃあそれを流して番組の方向性を初回から変えることにしよう。
No. What?
だって面白いじゃないか。そういう映像こそ視聴者が求めているものだよ。できれば本番。なるほど。確かに番組内で起きそうな事件ではあるか。ってことで、その破綻現場をイントロとして流して、その後新番組を始める。名付けて問題ばかりの婚活男子をトップブライダルアドバイザーが立派なメンズに育てます。
I think not.
え、何その番組面白そう。俺も見てみたいな。
You're not helping. Hush. Dang it, Roll. You're in it?
弾薬にプロの女優とかを使ってやらせだと思われても困るしね。彼女たちにはビジョンが見えてきたぞ。いいんじゃないかな。
Right? No, thank you, right? Seriously? I didn't feel great about any of this, but I figured if the producer was fine with it, it would all be fine. Maybe. No. I should go and apologize to the woman myself. Maybe I can help them out in the future to make up for everything. Okay, well, are all of you okay with whatever this is?
俺はそれでいいよ。
I'm mad at you.
君がいいと思うなら。
You did nothing wrong.
俺も構わないよ。
You're a piece of shit.
我が社としても彼女たちに事前に確認を取ってもらえれば問題はない。
You need to help me.
私のクライアントも大丈夫だと言っています。
You need to help me as well. Ryuki?
僕は仕事できればいいから。
You need to stop being a pain in my ass. Typical Ryuki response. Then I guess there's no problem.
計算員3名。そこは計算員くんって呼んでくれ。
He will earn his kun like everybody else. Huh? Are you talking to me?
彼可愛いし、他のメンズはそう呼んでるじゃない。
Right? Alan needs to sit and behave. Uh-huh. And he does not have. He is literally the every time he pops up on screen, I'm like, he was a skater boy. He is not the boy next door type of thing. Gil, I would say, would be the boy next door. But Ryuki? No, he's the alternative skateboarder that, you know, can come off as a dick, but he also stands up for you when you're like fighting in the cafeteria. I didn't feel too comfortable with that since I was his advisor and all. In the midst of his skincare routine, he glanced at me.
別に僕はどっちでもいいし、好きに呼べば。
I'll call you Baby Pete Green, how about that? Then I'll give it a try, I guess.
いいねいいね、そういう感じ。きっと番組見てファンも増えるわよ。
Only if he could stop carpet bombing people with his mist and judging people's faces. Yeah. No, he looks like he would be in an Avril Lavigne song from the 90s. As I thought about it, I decided it might be for the best that they weren't any other female members here. Ryuki would probably just start ignoring them right off the bat. They might be less than human until the very end. Guess the producer has already settled on the title Bad Boys to Married Men, Their Greatest Love Coaches and Greatest Challenge. Which means that the show would be assessing my own skills too. This is giving me a stomachache. Thought about taking some of that stomach medicine Ryuki's previous advisor used. Suddenly, a cup of water appeared at my side.
はい、どうぞ。探してたのこれでしょ。
Gil, you're a sweetie. Gil, thank you. Come to think of it, back when we were roommates, Gil always managed to pick up on exactly what I needed in any given moment. I think it's kind of unfair that everyone's branded him as the lovelorn parasite. I should either try to get him and Claris together or help him find a new love. I took the medicine and washed it down with the water Gil gave me. I was prepared for the impending live broadcast. Wait, there's that. Okay. Melody, probably too young, or not young, but like too shy. But that Spade girl, she'd probably make a good one. Parasite House, a collaboration between Cupid Corp and Lost York TV, was set to premiere. That is, I can't say anything because his hair is as red as mine, but it's just surprising to see on somebody else.
番組の司会は僕、みんなのボンバーチョリソーがお送りします。今日から始まる新番組、テーマはなんと婚活だ。ワオ！みんな婚活って言葉は知ってるかい？
So I love it. It's so like
Village hunting とも言うよな。サバンナで竜の群れを襲う肉食獣のように幸せな結婚生活を狩るんだ。僕には必要ないさ。一生一人身って決めてるからね。でもレディーたちの熱いアプローチ。話がそれたな。とにかくこの番組では婚活がテーマだ。予定では婚活男女がシェアハウスするはずだったんだけど、今日の昼間こんなことがあってな。
はあ？アランさんは私に愛してるって言ったのよ。いいえ、私よ。彼の枕に選ばれたのは私よ。なんですって？アランさん、誰が本命なの？
ごめんね。全員が全員本命じゃないよ。俺が好きだったのは他人に恋する君たちだったからね。
最低！
Yeah. Oh, someone got smacked. Right, he needs to behave.
こんなことがあって一気に女子メンバーは脱落。あっという間に男子メンバーだけになったんだ。噂ではみんな彼以上のクセ者だらけだって話だ。果たしてこの番組はどうなる？みんな目をしっかりと開けて最終回まで見ててくれ。それじゃあ行ってみよう。Cupid Corporation Presents Parasite House Star.
So they went with Parasite House, huh? They changed the title up again?
今回の番組の舞台はこちら。この部屋で失敗続きの婚活イケメン男子たちが婚活を成功させるために奮闘するよ。彼らの講師はもちろん Cupid Corporation のトップブライダルアドバイザー。
Hi there, I'm SzePlays, the Cupid Corporation's top bridal advisor.
なんと彼女は CC 史上最年少でアドバイザーのトップに上り詰めたやり手の女の子らしいんだ。素敵な恋と結婚をしたいみんな、キューピッドコーポレーションで縁結びを頼んでみよう。お次はギルラブクラフト。
Oh yay!
はい、こんにちは。ギルラブクラフトです。
彼は昔の失恋を引きずりまくりの失恋パラサイトさ。素敵な恋で古傷を癒せるといいな、ボーイ。
頑張ります。
お次は S 氏。なんと代理人を立てての参加。こいつは厄介な匂いがプンプンするぜ。
どうも S 氏の代理人オーウェン・ヘリオットです。
噂によると彼はシーパラサイト、自分の地位が一番大事だって話だ。代理を立ててやっているのもそのためだって話だぜ。番組中に本人登場なんて展開もあるかも。
Hiding him, huh?
お次は掲載員 F リュウキ無口で冷ややかな目つきがチャーミングだ。
Come on, you can at least talk to them, right? It's on camera. Just look at yourself in the reflection and talk to yourself.
彼は外見パラサイト。顔面偏差値が優れていないと話してももらえないらしいぜ。スタジオにいてよかったよ。お次はアラン・メルビル。
Ugh, the worst one. Why?
どうもアラン・メルビルです。
さっきも登場した彼はなんと略奪パラサイト。他人の女じゃないと触手が動かないらしいぜ。
恋してる女の子たち、俺の手に興味があるなら9番街ラグジュアリーピローでいい夢見させてあげるよ。
うわっといきなり略奪パラサイトぶりが発揮されてる。でも法に触れるのだけはごめんだよ。放送できないからね。最後は皆さんお待ちかね。エンタメ好きの Guys and Ladies ならご存知シリウッド俳優のロール・アコニット。
Oh yes, we had him still.
スタジオのみんなも大興奮だ。テレビの前の君たちも待ってたんじゃないかい。ロール・アコニットはあの大ヒット映画「ラクダに乗った女神」の最新作への出演が発表されたばかりだ。しかしそんなイケメンシリウッド俳優よりもパラサイトぶりがあるという噂だ。一体何パラサイトなのかはお楽しみに。それでは CM を挟んだらアペルタイム。みんなに自己紹介してもらうよ。チャンネルはそのまま。
We managed to get through the first 5 minutes at least. During the commercial break, I let out a deep sigh of relief. Right? We've only made it this far thanks to the bombastic Bomber Chizero. The big problem now are the introductions. After the break, everyone will be taking turns talking to the camera. I have to keep an eye on them, and hopefully nothing bad happens. Wait, they'll be filming in our rooms. Everyone get moving.
CM が終わるぞ。みんな準備はいいな。
No.
はい。
3、2、1、アクション。
Really?
チャンネルそのままの良い子の君たち。今度はパラサイトハウスのみんなに喋ってもらうよ。それではパラサイトハウスにいる皆さん、自己紹介いってみよう。
With Bomber Chizero transitioning, the camera turned towards me. The script said the introductions would start with me, so even though I'm super nervous, I open my mouth and start to speak. I'd like to introduce myself one more time. My name is SzePlays, and I'm the top bridal advisor for Cupid Corp. I see myself as a modern-day Cupid, and I want to help everyone find love. I'll do my very best over the next month.
頼もしいお姉さんだね。果たしてみんなは恋できるのか。ところで部屋がさっきと変わってるね。
Oh, it's got the promotional poster on the wall. I just realized that. Oh, yes, I am. This is the room where Gil, Raul, and Alan will be staying.
なかなか快適そうじゃないか。シェアハウスうまくいくといいな。では次、婚活メンズ自己紹介いってみよう。
こんにち ちはギル・ラブクラフトです。普通に婚活やってたつもりなんですけど、いつの間にか失恋パラサイトなんて名前で呼ばれるようになっちゃって。確かに俺は大学の頃に失恋した彼女にまだ恋してますが、きっと振り向いてもらえなくて。待って、俺公共の電波で何言ってんだ。
いいね、一途な恋。でもストーカーに変身なんてなったらシャレにならないぞ。
Yeah, that could probably happen.
相手が喜ぶことだけしていたいから、そこは一番気をつけてます。彼女に振り向いてもらえるのが一番だけれど、でもそれだけじゃダメかなって思って婚活始めたのも事実なんで。
Right, you give up.
新しい恋をしろってみんなにも言われてるので、婚活頑張りたいと思ってます。本当は彼女に振り向いてもらえるのが一番だけど。
願望二度言ったね。よっぽど好きなんだな。テレビの前の皆さん、一途な恋をしたけりゃ彼がお相手にぴったりだ。じゃあせっかくだからテレビの向こうにアピール。
アピール？そうだな。家事も仕事も全部俺がやります。好きな人には生きていてもらえたら幸せだし、笑顔があれば何でも頑張れるから。
He's not a bad pick for our first romance.
実はなるべくそばに一緒にいたいから勤務時間が自由になる今の仕事を選びました。今は肝心の相手がいないんですけど。でも養うとなると今の仕事じゃダメかな。俺フリーエディターなんですけど、まだそこまで稼げてなくて。でも好きな人が家にいてくれたらどんな仕事だって頑張れると思うんです。自分だけの時間とか俺はいらないから。
Everyone needs me time though.
家にいて稼げる仕事って何だろう。の栽培とか。
Hey, I know you're dedicated, but maybe find a job that isn't illegal. You don't want to wind up in jail, do you? Next up is Raul. That's totally fine.
俳優のラウル・アコニットです。趣味は神話についての文献を読むこと、討論や考察かな。今日はみんなに見てもらいたくて、俺の家から石像を持ってきたんだ。カメラさん、そっち映して。
Right, he definitely needs to be careful. Oh no, I forgot about his statue. Uh-oh.
これは俺が特注で作ってもらったネプチューン像なんだ。みんなオリンポス十二神のことは知ってる？
Oh, hit the wrong button.
ギリシャ神話に出てくる十二神のことなんだけど、ローマ神話ではディーコンセンテスと呼ばれていて、数ある話の中でも特に彼らのエピソードが好きで。でも俺が神話に目覚めたきっかけがそこってだけで、北欧神話や日本神話やエジプト神話も結構いけるよ。というか神話って意外と共通点があって、そこからまた新しい発見があるのがいいんだよね。洪水の話から古代文明のあった時代とかが分かっ。
Right. He needs some help. So, like, I also was huge into Artemis. I loved Artemis. I kind of wish they would have shown her a little bit too. Wow, isn't that fascinating? Thanks for those incredible historical tidbits. Sure, you're all familiar with Raul Aconite, the action star, but he's got a smart side too.
ということで、彼が何パラサイトかの答えは趣味パラサイトでした。いや、何の話か全然わからなかったぜ。
Right. We just can't get enough when it comes to ancient myths, and we can't wait to hear more about it. Now let's move on to Alan. We can't wait. We
アラン・
can't
メル
wait.
ビルで
We
す。さっき紹介された通り、恋している女の子が好みなんだ。
and our goal is to break him of that extremely bad habit by the end of this series.
それと枕選びが得意なんだ。枕の高さで寝心地は変わるからね。だからぜひ俺に会いに来て。添い寝して枕を選んであげる。恋する女の子にはサービスするよ。
Yes, well, we're going to do our very best to fix this thieving parasite. Anyway, let's move on to the next room. Right. He needs to like keep it calm, keep it in his pants, keep it PG-13. Here we have Ryuki and Owen, Mr. Essen's representative. Company President Shelby Snail is also here to keep an eye on them. Owen has his representative. Please fill us in on all of Mr. Essen's positive traits.
はい。クライアントの代理で今回参加させていただきましたオーウェン・ヘリオットです。以上です。
Great, but can you tell us about some of his hobbies or his preferences when it comes to women?
趣味は SS でいること。特技は短時間睡眠、仕事だそうです。女性の好みは特にないそうですが、SS で居続けるために仕事への理解、補助を求めているそうです。
SS ってなんだい？
SS ランクのことです。最高の地位にいることにしか興味がなく、無意に時間を過ごしているような人とは。
I actually had to explain what SSR meant to somebody today at work. And it was kind of like, oh no, I let that side of me show. So it sounds like he's a pretty serious guy who cares about social standings. He wants to keep growing and advancing in life, huh? Well, I hope he's able to fall in love with someone who can help him with that someday. Now, let's move on to Ryu-kun.
計算員 F 龍騎よろしく。
He actually talked, but that might have been the worst introduction ever. Fun fact, Ryu-kun is the youngest guy here. Anyway, on to the interview. So, do you have any hobbies or things you're into?
納豆。
Oh, so you like natto, a classic Japanese dish. Actually, Ryu-kun is originally from Japan. He's come all the way to Lost York to further his career as a designer. He's got a super autistic sensibility and... as you can see, he's happy to hit you with some hydrating mist if you're looking dehydrated. Hopefully, he'll reveal a few of his skincare routine secrets as the series goes on. Okay, that concludes the introductions. Back to you, Bomber.
Okay. お姉さん、ありがとう。なかなか癖の強いメンバーだったね。でも、これじゃあ魅力が伝わったとは言い難いよな。スタジオのみんな。ということだ。では、みんな次は魅力のアピールタイム。
Huh? Wait, we're doing what now? That was unexpected. Out of nowhere, Bomber had improvised a segue into a totally different segment. For whatever reason, the guys all decided to follow his lead and started taking off their clothes to show off their muscles. Hello.
お、みんな、なかなかいい体つきしてるね。ワンドスティックマッスル。
まあ、いざという時に女の子に見せられる体でいたいからね。
体型を整えるのは最低限の身だしなみでしょ。鍛えてなくてごめんなさい。
And yet you look like that and you don't work out?
君のその細マッチョ感も悪くないぜ。
細マッチョ。
で、応援はなんで脱がないんだい？
私はただの代理ですから。
ダメ。代理でもアピールタイムなんだから。
ですが、 お見せするようなものでもありませんし、私は社長と違って運動もしておりませんから。
Right. Close the eyes.
オタクの社長って言うと監視役のシェルビー社長。
Think about it. I am already
そん
in
なに
love
ム
with
キムキな
somebody,
の？
so I would be targeted by him. You know what? Your looks do nothing for me. I am a stronger woman. As long as you don't look at the clip from yesterday, or the video of yesterday, with the date everything. Sims every day. Oh, okay.
わお、ストイックだね。
経営者たるもの当然だ。
じゃあせっかくだし、社長も脱いでみようか。
Hello.
は？
パラサイト5なのに脱いでいるのが4人なんてつまらないだろ。番組のために代理の代理ってことで筋肉見せてよ。
そういうことならば仕方あるまい。
Low key, I kind of excited to see Shelby's body.
これは予想以上にナイス筋肉。いいね。グッグッ。
I think his body is better than
お
Alan's.
待ちかねのナウルアコニットの筋肉はどうかな。カメラさん行ってみちゃって。
Hello. Looks like a Greek Adonis. Hello.
はい、さすが。さすがアクションも自らこなすシェリウッド俳優ラウル・アコニットだって。そのポーズは何だい？
もちろんパンクラチオン。パンクラチオン、古代ギリシャのスポーツだよ。格闘技って言った方がいいかな。レスリングやボクシングとも似ているんだけれど、古代ギリシャ時代の壺や酒杯などにも描かれていて、出土品からその様子を学び知ることができるんだ。ぜひ興味のある人は博物館に行ってみて。ちなみにパンクラチオンの起源は諸説あるんだけれど、テセウスがミノタウロスと戦った時に使ったのがパンクラチオンだとも言われてるね。ああ、テセウスというのはアテーナイの王アイゲウスの子供だというのが一般的な認識なんだけど、別説でポセイドンの子だとも言われていて、英雄的な。
オッケーオッケー、すごい由緒ある格闘技だってよく分かったぜ。他の
俺は特にやってないかな。ベッドの上の運動なら得意だけれど。
おっと、いきなりのセクシーアピールだ。
僕も最低限のストレッチぐらいしかしてないよ。汗かいて必死にやる運動なんて美しくないでしょ。ピラティスや岩盤浴に行ってリンパの流れを適切に整えるぐらいで十分だよ。
当たり前にやるその努力、ストイックだね。
Hey, gamer boy.
何かしら努力してる。俺もなんかやらないとダメかな。筋肉あった方が彼女を守れるよね。俺決めた。この番組中に筋トレします。
Nice. So I'm working on. I thought I had it all set up, and it's not working. I wanted to have Twitch show up on Twitch, so that all my Twitch chats and everything could go there, and have all the YouTube stuff show up. But I'm still working on getting it to work. So right now it's just all the YouTube.
それじゃあ早速みんなで筋トレを。
It is bad. It is bad. You just be strong. We've got this, Yuki. We can be strong together. Don't worry. Your friendly neighborhood fox guardian will protect you.
ということで初回のパラサイトハウス、ここまでみんなどうだったかな。これから1ヶ月間彼らはここで婚活トレーニングしてもらう予定さ。来週にはどんなメンズに成長してるかな。みんなぜひその目で彼らの成長を見てくれよ。ボンバーチャリゾーでした。バイ。
That's kind of this model's whole thing, is that she's about growing, learning and growing.
Ah.
Aww. He does have the
みんな
skinny
どう
cute
したん
thing
だ
going for him.
生放送は終わったぞ。
いや、分かっている。むしろ分かったせいで、な
He
んと
didn't
いう
even
か、
think. He just
妙に冷
stripped.
静になってな。
俺たち服脱いで何やってんだろうみたいな。
別に肌ぐらい服を作る時とか採寸で見せるでしょ。
そうそう。それに古代ギリシャにおいて運動するときは必ず全裸になってたし。
女の子と同じ夢を見るときはいつだって脱ぐじゃない。
Right. But we don't want any of you catching a cold, so maybe you could put your clothes back on now, please?
No.
You can keep yours off, Shelby. You can keep yours off. While the guys were getting dressed, I forgot to read that out loud. While the guys were getting dressed, I pulled out my phone to see what people were saying about the first episode. Maybe I need help. Let's see. Search for Parasite House. Parasite House lets me watch Raul Aguilar whenever I want. Whenever I want to. I love it. Wow, seriously? It's actually getting a lot of hits. Apparently, a famous Instagrammer had live streamed the whole thing. Pokemon ZA? Is that what you're playing? Now, Instagram was full of posts talking about the show. Right? Parasite House is so friggin' awesome. Riku is so cool. The advisor probably doesn't know what to do. Raul was born to be on TV, and that one girl definitely knows how to play off him. Girl. Wow, it's way more popular than I expected. It's probably thanks to Raul being on the show. Having a famous actor is good for viewership, it turns out. Raul was getting the most mention, but I saw plenty of posts talking about the other members too. Thieving Parasite? What the heck? I'm starting to wonder about that pillow place. Right? Gil is so dang cute. I wish I could experience that kind of romance myself.
番組の反響を見ているのか。
He's talking to us. Yeah. Ah, Mr. Snail. I looked up to see the president walking towards me as he finished buttoning up his shirt. Here, check it out. It looks like we left a pretty good impression.
ほう。本当だな。まずは一安心といったところか。
There is a lot of work ahead, yes.
よかった。俺生放送中必死だったから何話したか全然覚えてないんだよね。
Oh, they're all dressed. You'd probably better off that way. Just then I heard someone's phone ring. I assumed it was Alan as usual, but I was in for a bit of a surprise.
もしもし。何姉さん。テレビ見てたの？
Oh.
別に。普通。
Oh, is that his sister? Ryuki seemed a little more open while he was on the phone with his sister. They must have a pretty good relationship. That's right. His profile sheet did mention he had an older sister. Oh, is he one of those that's like in love with his sister? I was thinking that might be a good topic of conversation with Ryuki when I suddenly heard a loud yawn right next to me. Don't do that, I'll start yawning.
そろそろ寝ない？
ああ、もうこんな時間か。
成長ホルモンの出るシンデレラタイムに寝ないとお肌に悪いしね。
Oh, Cinderella time.
俺もほっとしたらなんだか眠くなってきちゃったよ。
They had a point. I was practically asleep on my feet. The show had run past midnight, which was pretty late for me.
ひとまず反省などは明日にするとして、今夜は解散するとしよう。
We can cry about how they went tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Oh, and I already emailed you, but we have another workshop tomorrow at the Cupid Corp office. Please don't be late. It is bad for the skin. My skin's a lost cause. That's why I VTube. 1 p.m. sharp, right? I won't forget.
知られざるギリシャ神話のセミナーだっけ?
No, it's a workshop on asking women out and good first dates. The instructor is coming in again, so don't blow it off.
楽しみにしてるよ。じゃ、お疲れ様。
There was a meme I saw of like, it's better to have a lower salary and better sleep schedule than a better salary and a bad sleep schedule. And then it was like, one of the Addams family members who was like me with a lower salary and a bad sleep schedule. It was Fester Addams. Everyone went their separate ways. One went for a bath, another went to drink in the living room. They just do as they please. Guess that's fine, although at least it means I don't have to look after them all the time. I barely managed to hold back a yawn as I was about to head to my room. Someone grabbed my arm from behind.
Ne.
Smack him. I heard a voice that actually sounded kind of nervous. I turned around to find Alan standing there. Alan, is everything okay? I was surprised to find him apparently at a loss for words. He just smiled at me suggestively.
ちょっとこっち来てくれない?
No. Good night. I say he's my favorite and then I treat him the meanest.
ちょっと試してみてよ。
Wait, what are you?
いいからじっとして。
He brought me to my bedroom and tossed me onto my bed. And then... What? Hello? Wait, what the heck? Waiting for me was the softest pillow I'd ever felt. What the heck? The pillow, it fit the shape of my head perfectly. Yeah,
気がついて
right?
くれた? 最高級の羽毛を使って作ってるんだ。君に使ってもらいたくて持ってきたんだ。どう? 気持ちいいでしょ?
Push him off the bed. You're talking about the pillow, right?
そう、枕が。
Alan snickered softly, then ran his fingers through my hair. He's not wrong. The pillow really is surprisingly comfortable. But still, he threw me on the bed and then started hovering over me with no chance for me to escape. It felt like a cheap trick.
どう? 気持ちいい?
Go away. I can't really concentrate on the pillow itself. Maybe you should get off of me.
正しくフィットしてるか確認しなきゃダメでしょ? 君の可愛い肩が浮いていないかとか、顎の角度とかさ。天井に対して平行になっているか、妙な角度がついていないか、それが安眠のためには大切なんだ。
Yeah, right? Then you really do need to move, right? How else can you tell if I'm parallel?
こうして俺の目を見れば、正しく上を向けているか、わかるでしょ?
Hit him with your car! Alan narrowed his eyes the tiniest amount and took my chin in his hand. I couldn't deny the allure of the way he moved his fingers. My heart skipped a beat. Yes, he can do that with distance. But in the end, I didn't need to worry. Nothing happened. He really was just measuring the angle of my chin. What the heck is going on? Even though a man had just come in and thrown me down on the bed, I didn't feel like I was in any danger. The romance movies Aunt Minerva had shown me had scenes just like that. Watching those moments always made my heart race. And yet, this was completely different from that. The way he was touching me was romantic, but the expression on his face was like a technician making a detailed measurement. It was obvious he wasn't trying to make a move on me. There was simply no way to misunderstand the situation at this point. There's a lot of ways to misunderstand this situation, honey. After all, he's a thieving parasite, right? He only goes for girls that are already in love. But just because of the way he acts, women must think he's hitting on them anytime he touches them in any way. I really would like him to get off of me now, though. I turned my gaze back to him and noticed that he'd inched just a bit closer. What are you doing?
安眠のためにリラックスさせてあげようと思ったんだよ。ね?
He gives a small laugh but kissed my ear playfully. His touch tickled and I couldn't stop myself from squirming a bit. Seeing my reaction, Alan began grinning from ear to ear. Damn you, Alan. Of course the thieving parasite had plenty of experience with women. I was sure he'd done this exact same thing to other members. Yeah, wait your turn, Alan. I don't know. Well, maybe we'll save his romance for next Valentine's Day. Maybe. Nah. But I'm his advisor and goddess to boot. I wasn't about to let him toy with me that easily. Okay, I get how great the pillow is. Now can you please get out? I have to get up early tomorrow.
ねえ、君ってこっちの経験はあるの?
I have slept for 31 years. I am pretty experienced. The only time I had problem was probably when I was a baby. I'm sorry? I'm not so naive to have no idea what he was talking about. I've heard all about stuff like this in college. But as far as direct experience goes, I can't say that I do. I was always so busy connecting others, I never thought about myself. Aw, honey. There was just too much to do. I couldn't get sidetracked. Besides, I'm Cupid. I neither need nor desire anything like that. Shut up. You didn't even let me answer.
顔を見ればわかるよ。でも知らないなんてもったいないな。
Push him out of the bed.
だからさ、せっかくのシェアハウスなんだし、パラサイト5の誰かと寝てみない?
What?
俺は他人の恋人にしか手を出す気はないから、今の君にはそそられないしさ。ギルあたりなんて風呂上がりにベッドに潜り込めば一発だと思うけど、どう？試してみない?
He just kept sprouting ridiculous nonsense like that, so I smacked him on the forehead. Good job! Where do you come up with crap like that?
俺の性癖は最初に説明したでしょ?
Alan rubbed his forehead in annoyance and finally climbed off of me. He stood beside my bed. I glared at him and got under my covers. Yeah, you have, and it's my job to fix that. Anyway, it's late, so please go back to your own room. Yes, thank you, MC. That a girl. It really was late. I've always been an early riser, and I could feel my eyelids getting heavier and heavier. I'd have thrown the pillow at him, too. I can't deny how nice the pillow feels, though. I noticed just how soft and fluffy it was, and I couldn't resist its attempt to draw me into slumber. I'm just too sleepy. Good night. Be ready for the workshop tomorrow. That was the last thing I managed to say before falling into deep sleep. Better not do anything weird to her while she's sleeping, Alan. Alright. I know we still have quite a bit to do before we get to the end of the common route, and we haven't even started Gil's route yet. But it's getting a little late. I'm going to call that for tonight, and we'll pick up again next week. We'll probably finish up we'll finish the common route next week, and then on the last week, we'll just do the entire Gil route from start to finish, no stop. We won't stop until it's completely out of the way. But thanks for playing with me, everyone. It was fun talking with everybody. Yuki, it's been a blast talking with you. Thank you for coming in and following. And yeah, I look forward I'll message you on Discord right as soon as I end the stream. And I'll get the raid ready. So that way I can send everybody over to your stream and you can have your audience and have a fun time. Really look forward to seeing what you've got going on. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to be doing the second episode of Jack Jean and trying to get through some more of that. I think we're going to be getting into... we're in episode 2 of that one as well. But it has been amazing talking with all of you. Love you guys so much. Have fun and good sleeps. All right? I'll see you all next time. Bye.